All right, so here we are in the Fedatov Manor. We're in the main ballroom. There's a piano player, two realm-famed musicians, and they are pretty much going to town, playing their songs, and the soiree has just gotten going. We've got 3 servants rushing around serving delicious hors d'oeuvres and glasses of Champagne de la Stomp, the rarest and finest of all champagnes in Barovia. Let's get things going. Let me see here. Here we go. Alright, so the musicians are playing, and everybody is kind of like getting into the spirit of the party. Let me go ahead and put some background vocals in here as well. All right. Well, where did I lose those? Oh, here they are. Alrighty. So yeah, Lady Marilina Fedatov has kind of started the party. She's drifting between all of her guests. All of you have taken up your positions here in the main ballroom. Obviously, the main reason you're here initially was to secure her support, to help save the village of Kresk from certain starvation through this uncommonly early winter. But yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Just looking around, do we recognize anybody in the crowd?
Absolutely nobody except yourselves and obviously Lady Merlina Fedatov, because she gave you the tour of her castle earlier.
Okay. There's not many people in Barovia.
Recognize anybody here? I feel like we've met everybody already, but I guess not.
Yeah. I guess we mix and mingle, or
I'd like to sneak away to the library at some point.
Well, the library is through this
nice,
door right here, so it's kind of fairly obvious.
Sneakable.
We did arrange to see it tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
she did. Lady Fedatov did tell you that you were welcome to stay here tonight because she didn't want you traveling without proper escorts that late, and she would make sure that tomorrow morning you had full access to that library with her permission.
Oh, how nice.
I suppose I should set introductions, huh? I mean, we were introduced, but they don't know what we're... Hold on, I can't. I'm just gonna start walking over to the piano.
To the music where you feel comfortable.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna kind of like lure them and just be like, gentlemen, I'm going to kind of gesture to all of the instruments hanging on me. If it would be okay, could I join for a round? I would like to, I guess, play along other side fellow musicians. I don't get many around here, you see.
The 2 lute players, was a lute and a lyre, and then you get the piano player. They all kind of look at you and look at each other and like just politely nod.
If I could join you on the keys, perhaps, or if you want to jump back to the harp,
he just shuffles.
I have
over.
some ideas.
The keyboard player just like shuffles over off of to the other end.
All right, I'll go ahead and get my keyboard turned on here then.
Okay, your keyboard.
Do that. Okay.
Okay, they all kind of like look to you as if you're gonna like instigate something, or
yeah. I go ahead and assuming I picked up a glass on the way, I'm just gonna
Everybody at that point, like, all the guests turn to look, and the musicians, like, appropriately stop playing.
Okay. If you'll pardon this interruption, I think it is time we came here for a fine evening of entertainment, did we not? And frankly, this seems quite like the thing you would expect to occur at a fine evening of entertainment. I feel I can do better if you just give me the chance, and I'm gonna go ahead.
Everybody's just like sort of like stops and like is looking at your weird like party interrupting behavior.
Yeah. All right, if we could just play that theme from earlier, we're going to bring a little Vistani, a little bit of a change to it, some of our homeland tone. So that's nice. Could I get a little more swing, maybe a lute to support? A little more swing. I want like a bum 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 bum. If you could do that, good. If you could follow along with that lute, that'd be great. And clarinet, you are gorgeous. Just give me a little more of a freedom with it, as if you're a troubadour. You're traveling. Give me some flavor. A little more strength. That's good. That's strong. Okay, we'll work with that. I'm gonna jump in, boys. Just a little support. Okay. Are we feeling it? Gonna give it a little bit of Vistani flair. Not too much. Don't want them invading. What do you think, Fu? Can we get you a little more on the outside? Okay, let me in. Okay, take it back. Easy stuff. Alright, fellas, let's take it on.
At the end of that, everybody kind of like is gathered around the piano, and they're like hovering, like they don't know exactly how to respond.
I guess you guys aren't ready for that, but your kids are gonna love it.
They all felt like clapping and cheering.
Phenomenal.
The other musicians are like giving you the thumbs up and like. Hey. The piano player like flips a card and says, "You ever reconsider wanting to do something different with your life, a different direction, and maybe I'll take you a gig."
Wow. $14 for all my music? Thank you very much. No, I'll just be like, all right, thank you. And I'm just gonna kind of bow off and be like, well, that was. I'm just gonna kind of like nod to everybody and be like, I should probably get back to my family.
Right. Well, at that point, the crowd kind of like disperses, but everyone's talking. You hear them saying something like, "What a fresh sound! Never heard anything like that before. That's very unorthodox." Okay. Yeah, that's fun to follow. After that, the musicians are like looking at each other and they're like, how do we follow that? And kind of, after a few seconds of awkward silence, they're all like shrugging their shoulders and being like, "Oh, well, I guess,
something.
Strange. But again, roll 20 might have bugged out.
That's
You broke roll 20.
I did it again.
Give me a second.
Broke it, did it?
I think
You
that's
broke it.
The
You
effect,
broke it with
not
your
the,
cool sound.
I'm sorry.
We'll fix that real fast. It's the second.
That was a good job, Satch.
That was fun.
Thank you.
I loved it.
That all came together in the 15 minutes before the show. I never say we can't collab. Alrighty. Let's see. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they basically kick back off with their same boring, mundane music that was considered awesome 5 minutes ago. What do you guys want to do? You're here in this beautiful soiree. The food is exquisite. Champagne de la Stamp is flowing like wine. And you know, the serving girls are flitting amongst everybody with their serving trays of all kinds of delicious goods.
Honestly, I would just be in. Seth is just in a corner, observing everything. Any wine or food placed in front of him, he's sniffing suspiciously. He doesn't fully trust it, but he will eat it eventually.
Okay.
Especially the champagne and wine. Like if it's red,
Champagne is not red.
Look at the. Okay. Well, no,
Yeah,
no.
heathen.
The wine. No, the champagne and wine. I mean, just both.
Yep.
And yeah, that's what he's doing.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Already.
mid to late afternoon right now because all the guests got here around 3, and the party really got into full swing around 5 ish.
I'm going to be like casually walking around, checking out the jewelry on the guests.
Most of them have various amounts of regalia. Especially the women, nearly all of them have beautiful golden rings, necklaces. Some of the necklaces are adorned with precious gems. But the only thing you don't really see is anything of silver.
Do they all have purses that they hung anywhere? Just asking.
I mean, several of them have purses, yes.
On them, or did they all hang them somewhere?
No, just their
They
money
walked in.
purses and stuff are like hanging off their
Yeah.
belts. They're
Okay,
in
they're all
polite,
attached.
civilized company. Why would they expect anything unpleasant to happen?
Good to know.
But one thing you will notice is that, much like yourselves, none of them seem to be adorning any kind of weaponry. This is very much a civilized affair.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on the 2 or 3 women that are sporting the most beautiful jewelry.
Okay.
In case one accidentally drops it, like.
No.
Should they misplace it at some point? Sorceress / rogue. Okay. Does anybody have anybody else have anything meaningful they want to do?
Meaningful? No.
So you're just like chilling out and enjoying the festivities.
Yes, I think
Okay.
Douglas would be over by Seth, kind of also being a little wallflower, but trying to be social.
This is fun,
someone.
isn't it, buddy?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it to Douglas. Yeah, the food is really good. No blood here.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hold up the champagne like it's an obvious, you know.
You look, and Douglas's cheeks are just full of food.
Yeah, I mean, the
really good.
champagne is incredibly good. I mean, you are drinking the Dom Perignon of the D&D world.
Yeah.
Probably
Seth
most
doesn't
of
know
you it's
any-
wasted on, but that's not the point.
Seth has no refined taste. He doesn't know any better. What are we doing here, bro?
Good question. Well, good question. I don't actually know. I think we have to get some clues to find something. Really, the kids.
Well,
know
it
all
looks
about
like
it.
Satch got awarded inspiration by chat for that
Yes,
amazing.
that's why I do anything ever.
So, let us award you with a golden light bulb of inspiration.
Yippee!
That
You
makes
never
sense.
know when that might save your ass.
Oh, we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
There it is. Let there be light.
Yippee.
Clues. Okay, clues. Yeah, we could do clues.
I think that's right. Right?
Sure. I'll keep looking over the clues over here, and I'm gonna kind of gesture to my little corner.
Looking for clues in the corner.
Corner.
Yeah, there's got to be good clues. We just have to wait for them to come across us while we're sitting
Yeah.
here having some food.
Yeah.
Okay, the social
right.
wallflowers are propping up the wall.
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's what we're up to.
All right, so yeah, the two of you are just hanging out awkwardly and plucking glasses and hors d'oeuvres off whatever plate passes in front of you. What about... Yeah, so we've got Trip after his phenomenal, way too early for this crowd musical interlude. Gemma eyeballing everybody's regalia. And thus far, I think all I know that Octavius is doing is skulking.
That's kind of what I'm doing. I mean, this is the last place Octavius would want to be. So I think he'd be just kind of by the adults for a minute because this is very overwhelming for him.
Right.
But as time goes on, I will start to get a little, as kids do, anxious, and I might start walking around and just sort of seeing what's around because I'm bored, but I'm behaving myself.
I'm gonna go up to Octavius then, because Gemma. I also get kind of bored looking around.
Yeah, and I have this
Jewelry.
like my face is just like,
Hey,
what?
will you get some jewelry from a couple people for me?
Yes, of course I will. And I just like immediately take that the invitation.
I dare you.
to-
I dare you.
You didn't even have to do
You
that. The
can't.
second you're
Okay.
like, I'm like, oh yes, and just like, gone. I'm gone. So now I'm gonna move over to this side. Of the
Oh
room.
no.
So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be picking my possible mark if he actually has the balls to do it. But at this moment, he's over there thinking like, okay, which one am I stealing from?
Okay. Do me a favor, and as you are loitering with intent on that side of the room, give me a perception skill roll. Because these two people right here are having a conversation. Let's see if you overhear this conversation.
Chances aren't good, but we'll give it a shot.
Oh,
not
that's pretty
bad.
Hey.
18.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'll think about anything other than this stupid party. So I'm the most focused my little tiny boy brain has ever been.
Okay.
Boy brain.
So you hear that it's a lady talking to a guy, and you hear, I heard Lady Fedotov recently broke off an engagement with Dmitry Kreskov. Yes, that Kreskov. What do you mean? His wife? You must be talking about another Dmitry, my dear.
Okay.
That is some hot goss.
Don't at this moment, don't care.
Yep.
Octavia,
I don't
hey,
know
guys,
if that
the
means.
wrong
I don't know
person heard it, huh?
if you get the reference for that.
He would.
Dmitry Kreskov is the name of the mayor of Kresk,
Right.
who is married.
Right.
So,
Wait.
just in case you didn't, there's your character would probably remember that.
Wait. Yeah, we know he's married.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what is the Can you say the gossip again then?
Oh
Did I
yeah,
get that
so
wrong?
she said, I heard Lady Fedotov recently broke off her engagement with Dmitry Kreskov.
Okay.
Yes, that Kreskov. What do you mean? His wife? You must be talking about another Dmitry, my dear.
Okay, that's crazy.
Well, we'll never know.
Seeing her standing there alone, I would probably just be like, hope that wasn't too much for
this
everybody.
woman dancing right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she's just dancing?
Yeah. She's dancing. She's been just dancing there by herself to the music the entire time, having a blast. She didn't
I'd
start
offer to
dancing,
join.
of course, until you got up and started playing.
I'd offer to join, because, that's what you do.
Oh, she will very politely curtsy and smile at you and take your hand and let you lead her in the dance.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll flit around with you and she says, "Oh, the gardens here are lovely. You should walk them before the sunset today, but make sure to be avoiding the hedge maze. They say no one can get out of it, but Lady Fedotov herself without getting lost. Should you want to enjoy the sunset, I more than happily come alongside such a interesting and prominent musician such as you."
I don't know about that. I listen to the land, and the land sings back.
And pray tell, what is your name?
Oh, I'm Trip, of the Mildwood family.
Trip of the Mildwood family. The Mildwood family. Is that the name of your band?
No. I've never played with these gentlemen before. I'm more of a lone
And yet
traveler.
you led them so exceptionally, so exquisite.
It's like the song is out there, and we just have to find it. And sometimes people just need help
I
seeing it.
so understand the inspiration and the muse. I would happily be your muse anytime you wanted, just so you know.
Oh, well, if you have any stories you'd like to spend on me, I would gladly listen.
Well, I am but a simple noble's daughter with an absolutely massive dowry that I don't know what to do with. And I'm just looking for a delicious, delicious nobleman to sweep me off my feet and take me away from this miserable place that is Kresk.
I fear it's only more miserable out there, and unless you're willing to weather it.
Oh, I'm willing to weather a lot of things for the right reason and the right cause. Did I mention the massive dowry?
I did hear the part about the massive dowry. If anyone comes to mind, I'll let you know.
Oh, shame. Fine. And now you're boring me. Away. Shoot.
Apologies, madame. No, just move on. Was that Shagget?
I was just gonna say if you roll a perception check, you might see Seth doing something.
She kind of like moves to the
But
the center of
matter.
the empty space and continues to dance provocatively by herself.
Oh, provocative.
She's
Not my
twerking.
speed.
Hell yeah, she is.
Throwing it back.
So Trip, as you approach, you just see Seth going like this to you from this corner, giving you the thumbs up.
Well, it was mission imperative. I don't know what you're talking about.
Mission imperative.
I didn't say anything.
You did. Non-verbal language is still this is still language.
I was just you. That seemed to be going well until it wasn't.
Oh no. She was
Going well
terribly
until it
interested
wasn't.
in. She was terribly interested in me, and I just I don't understand what for she kept bringing up her dowry.
I don't know what that means, but okay. I'm gonna lean over to Douglas and be like, what's a dowry?
Well, it's you know, when a man loves a woman, and their parents have a lot of money, usually they pay for that
beers
man to
Monday.
take that woman off of their hands as a favor,
Here, here.
a gift.
Oh, it's money exchange.
Yeah. Oh, well, sometimes it could be stuff too, like animals or land, maybe.
I'm gonna look back over to Trip. Well, what's wrong with that? It's nice, you know.
It comes
you
with
like her,
marriage.
son? Was she sweet?
What? No, she seemed, frankly, unweathered.
Or very weathered.
I don't really want to talk about this, but if this is going to be the subject of conversation, I frankly don't find anyone interesting enough to marry.
Well, that's okay. You're still young. You've got plenty of time to meet someone, special as I met your mother. You know, I was a bit older too, so no
Yeah,
rush.
and,
Of
like-
course, no rush.
I guess like what I mean to say is when you say all the things about how you and Mother met and all of the, you know, romantic affair, I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand it at all.
Well, that's all right. You're still young, and you have more things to discover about yourself and your body, and then maybe you'll find someone special that makes you
Okay.
have a little tickle in your tummy. That's kind of how I describe it.
Tickle in the tummy. Good one,
If
brother.
if it's a tickle in the tummy we're talking about, I have met one person capable of scaring me into that, but that's just about it.
That's exciting. That's great. Maybe explore that.
Last time we met, he threw a fireball at me.
Wait.
No.
No, that's a different kind of tickle. That's a fear
Yeah, no,
tickle.
the-
No, you
so-
you want the
okay.
good kind, not the scary kind.
I can't imagine a good
fair-
tickle. That just feels like, so you're like hungry?
No, it's well, you are kind of hungry. Seth, you want to help me out here?
I mean, we're still
So-
talking about boners, right?
Yes, when a man loves a woman, he gets a tickle in his tummy and he's kind of hungry.
I mean,
But
that's what you
for
call it. It's what you call
something
it.
other than
You know, I just call it a
food.
boner. I mean,
And then
And quoted.
then sometimes you need alone time to think about that tickle, and that usually helps sometimes. But sometimes you gotta just talk to this person maybe, and tell them how you feel.
But that's not at all what I feel like, though. I don't.
I don't know how else to paint this picture for you. So usually you lie down like this, and then your partner, could
So, anyways,
either
the
way.
champagne
You
is
could either
lovely.
way.
Have y'all had some? It's wonderful.
It is. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna get myself another glass, and Douglas just runs away.
This is not a conversation that Dad wants to have. Okay,
Yet he won't stop having it.
okay, Gemma, are you gonna do anything in particular, or are you still like loitering with intent?
I'm watching now Octavius and like trying to get his attention to like be like that one, that lady.
You're like
That one.
finger pointing at people you want
Yeah.
him to rob.
Oh, with
Okay.
the eyes. Not so obvious.
Okay, yeah, I'm following. I'm going over to wherever she's pointing me in the direction. Then.
Okay, so this lady close to you at this point, who's moved over to talk to this guy, is wearing a beautiful kind of like diamond and emerald necklace, and she's like,
Necklace. Okay.
yeah, she's wanting you to snatch jewelry off their person, dude. Like, this is not
No, I know, but I thought it
lifting
would
a
be
coin
like
purse.
bracelets or something else.
This is like difficult to snatch shit.
Well, it would be things I can reach, Gore.
Well, yeah,
Not
you'd
things
be
I
like,
need a ladder to get.
Ladder.
But like I'd be
you
getting things I
stand
could get.
stand on the piano, on the grand piano, and hope people walk by.
It's, damn it, the whole night.
So yeah, if there's something I can have an attempt at pilfering, that's what I will.
I mean, you could lift anybody's coin purse for sure.
That's what I would try to do, just to start.
Okay. All right. So you
But
can
I
kind of
will
like
go behind hers and-
sneak up behind her.
Yeah, just to see.
Okay. As you do so, you hear her say, "So what's your guess this year?" "Oh, I don't know. It's so exciting, isn't it? I don't know. I'm guessing in the cellar." Is what you overhear.
Guessing in the cellar. Okay.
Do what you do with that information.
I don't think I would do anything with that information. It would mean nothing to me. So
Yep. Just it's things you heard.
yeah. So I would try to lift the coin purse here.
Alrighty, give me a sleight of hand roll.
Yeah.
This whole party could come crashing down any minute.
Well, he's more. Almost a
Oh,
20.
it was so close.
It bounced off the bottom wall.
Yeah, that mattered. Okay. Yeah, you kind of like slide up and are about to like get your hand underneath the purse. As you do so, she kind of like moves to the right and she bumps into you and she's, I'm sorry, little boy. I do apologize. I hope I didn't hurt you.
And I'm just gonna. I think getting caught would make me like, "Ugh," and I'm just gonna turn on my heel and just scamper out of the entire room. I'm gone. I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Over here and hide in the corner.
For a minute, I'll lick my wounds over here for a sec.
I love it. Okay. She's like, something I said.
Yeah, I'm just gone.
Okay. It's like, yeah, he almost got caught, but got away with it. Okay. Anything else anybody else up to specifically?
I have a feat that allows me to read lips.
Oh, okay.
Would this be an appropriate time to try and eavesdrop, I think, maybe?
I mean, there are a lot of conversations going on between guests, so yes, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like this is, like, exactly why I took the feat. So, I guess I would start with, probably someone I could see clearly, like the gentleman here, and I'll be like, Gemma, just pretend we're having a conversation. Say things about magic.
Yeah, so that's when I casted scrying on the guy, and that's when I found out he was.
I'm just
sleeping
totally
with his
tuning you
ex-wife.
out.
Right.
I'm totally tuning you out.
Give me a roll.
Okay. Maybe perception.
And your special feat. Oh, look at that roll.
Oh, I got it.
Oh,
Look at that little roly-poly.
I bet on the wrong
Damn it.
person.
Damn it.
Natural 20!
Way through tonight, but you know, it works.
Alrighty. Well, there you go.
Well
and
done,
the sad
Sag.
part is nobody
Zero
bet on me.
nobody picked Sag. So
Wow.
y'all lost out
always
tonight,
vote for
folks.
Sag.
Y'all lost
Satch,
out.
it was
Could have been rich.
Satch, it was between you and Matt, and I voted for Matt.
And
So
Matt's
there you
hiding
go.
in the corner crying.
Got you. Amazing.
Yeah, Matt is literally like, maybe not crying, but skulking.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Well done, Satch.
What do I do now? Okay. Yeah,
Thanks. It was a 1 in 20
awesome.
chance.
Alrighty. Well then.
Oh wow. I'm glad I was your first Phoenix. I'm glad.
Got a tickle in the tummy.
After what we
Yeah.
did to you last Community Tuesday, I'm glad I could perform for you.
Alright. So yeah, natural 20 for you. Okay. So you hear Or, sorry, you don't hear, you read the lips of someone that says, "Oh yes, the location of the family crypt is always a big secret. Each time we gather for one of Marlena's galas, it's customary for all of the people here to take guesses as to where we think it might be. I myself think it might be at the center of the maze."
Okay, that makes sense of the other thing I don't know about. Okay.
Okay.
I'll clue the family in that there is a game, I guess, to be played. That it might be a faux pas that we might not know about. Basically, we have to guess where the family crypt would be. And everybody has to make a guess.
Telling me that, or somebody else. Yeah, you're next to me.
Yeah, I'm kind of saying this because
Okay.
everybody's here.
Oh.
I'm like saying
Everybody
it to
except
Not me.
young
Except for
Octavius,
Octavius,
who's
who's-
hiding in a corner somewhere.
predisposed. Yeah.
What do you think we win if we can find this?
Who knows? Man's obviously a great architect. He worked on Castle Ravenloft. I wish we had explored more of it. Then I might have a clue.
Okay, as you say that, this woman turns and looks at you. And she says, "Great architect? Oh, don't you know? The Fedotovs are renowned for their architectural work. Did you know that one of their ancestors actually built Castle Ravenloft?"
Really? Who?
I don't recall his name, but it was... Ask her ladyship. She'll be sure to tell you. But yes, this whole family are renowned architects and, locksmiths, bankers. When it comes to things of sophistication, they are beyond all others here in Ravenloft.
That's amazing. I wonder if they still have blueprints to Castle Ravenloft.
Oh, I don't
I'd
know.
love to see it.
Wouldn't that be
That would be-
something?
That would be quite something to see. A bit of a spectacle, even. Even to me.
Wouldn't that be splendid?
Perhaps she would be willing to treat us.
It comes to me now. His name was Artemis. That's right. Artemis Fedotov. He was the famed architect that built Castle Ravenloft.
I don't envy his workload. It's quite a structure.
Oh, it took decades from what I understand. To complete, of course.
Apologies. I don't believe we've met. I'm Trip. This is my sister Gemma.
Oh,
Hello.
I am Barovia Kustovitz. Pleasure to have met your acquaintance. What a splendid party.
It sure is.
And of which family do you hail from?
The Mildwoods. There.
Mildwood. I can't say that I'm aware of that family and my extensive knowledge of genealogy. From whence do you hail?
We're from Valaki.
Blaki. I would have thought I'd have known such a name. Well, perhaps there are still gaps in my knowledge yet. I do apologize. I'm sure that the Mildwood family is a very auspicious and, very old name. Can perhaps you tell me what would you be known for?
Hunting, actually. We've made quite a name for ourselves in heroics since then.
Oh,
And
you're a
the
family
rest
of
is
hunters. Interesting.
prior.
Prior to what?
Yes. And namely one chief baker, but
Baker's
he's never...
Prior. Oh, well, that's lovely.
The most famous Amos cookies. Have you
Oh,
heard
but-
of them?
But how deep must we go? We are quite landed in Vallaki now. Yes.
No, I'm sure. And you're here at her ladyship's request, so I'm sure that there are some distinguishing features about your family, otherwise you wouldn't be here.
That's
Truly.
exactly right. We are known for many things, including baking and hunting.
Yes, baking and hunting, lovely.
Magic.
Lovely fixed dresses and sew things
Hey.
as well.
Divination. Gemma's getting like really heated because she wants to be like well known now. Like, I'm really good at magic and stuff, so.
Magic? Are you some kind of Barovian witch or something?
No, I'm a renowned wizard.
Renowned? Oh, really?
Yes, I'm known throughout many parts of Barovia.
Oh,
I'm surprised you haven't heard. It's a little bit embarrassing.
I'm quite
It is a bit
surprised I haven't
embarrassing.
heard either.
Especially with, dare I say, you have quite a knowledge of the land. You should certainly have heard of us.
I would have thought I would have done.
It is a shame.
No matter. Hold on just 1 second. She spins around. Lady Marilena Fedotov, may I acquiesce a moment of your time? Certainly, my dear. She's I don't know if you were aware, but we have in our midst a famed magician. Obviously, our
Whoa,
musicians
magician.
have done incredible things this evening and deserve a heart-held break. Perhaps we could cause a pause to the music, and maybe this famed young magician could perform some feats of magic for everybody here. And you hear, "Oh yes, feats of magic. I would love to see some feats of magic. Magic, lovely. Yes, wonderful, wunderbar." And everybody is now stopped and poised and looking at you, Gemma.
I'm going to immediately lean forward and just kind of put a hand on her back, and I'm going to cast so what's the spell? It makes things look more expensive than they are. What is it? Distort value on her robe so that it looks like she's like gussied up to people, because I need this to work. And then anything else I can do to make her see. I don't know. Where is it? Distort value. I think it's a level 1 spell. I finally get to use it a second time. I don't regret it. There it is.
Distort value. You cast a spell on an object no more than 1 foot on a side, doubling the object's perceptive value of adding illusionary flourish to reducing its perceptive value by half.
I can increase the size of the object 1 foot per spell slot over the first.
So how many spell slots you burning?
Spell slots you burning.
Ah, God, would for the cloak or just?
My
Damn.
face. I have a 9 charisma. I'm probably not much to look at here.
Yeah, well, like you aren't wearing much else than the like you're.
I
Wearing
mean,
a
she's
cloak
wearing
over
black
kind of
robes,
clothes.
basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Give me a pretty
So-
necklace.
Would it be like the entire surface area, or like because like she's like 4 feet tall? That'd be a 4th level spell.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I said I'm doing it, so I'm doing it.
Okay. Anyone examining the object must roll, but no one's going to examine it beyond that, so they'll just take it at face value. So you're just making it look like her black robe suddenly appeared to be much more elegant and more vibrant
like-
and more...
And like just give the air of great magician.
As a neon sign above your head. Magic
I am
here,
quite
magic
magical.
here. Okay, so they are all looking to you to perform some feat of magic.
Hi, I'm Gemma Mildwood. Octavius?
I will probably hear that from.
I mean, if she yells your name, you'll hear it because there's two big
and
archways.
I would have been making my way kind of like sheepishly back in.
Okay, so
And
yeah,
as soon
he's
as
pops
I
his
would
head
have.
out from underneath the archway.
I would have
Moves his way
run
over.
up next to her, and just like, yeah.
Can you get me like a mouse or like a dead bird or literally any kind of creature?
Stop!
or something?
Stop! What?
Just get me some kind of creature. I have to.
Things that are readily available in a sophisticated, swanky
In a,
ballroom.
outside, I mean.
I don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm not a rat catcher.
Does any? Okay, fine. Does anyone have a small creature? to hand me, or else I can't perform my trick. If you want to see my magic, I'll need a
Everybody's
small
looking at
creature.
each other. Surprisingly enough, at a big fancy party, nobody is carrying a creature on them. No one
It's
brought their
embarrassing.
pet mouse or a guinea pig or hamster to the show.
Well, I'll go gather one and we'll do this later. And then I like run out of the room.
Okay, the lady that said all that, you notice she's
Oh
got a
my
very
God.
smug look on her face when you like fall flat on your face. She's like, With that, she kind of turns and looks. Oh, that was interesting.
Uh-oh. It's popping off.
What's this
She
magic?
blew a
Shit!
gasket.
Just fired it out of my butthole.
Popping off.
Ah!
She turns around to Lady Fedatov and says, "Oh, apparently not quite so renowned." Lady Fedatov kind of shrugs it off in a polite way, but after that, she like swanks off with a huge look of scorn and self-confessed, kind of like self-confessed. What's the word? Gratification on her face.
I'm just gonna lean over to Douglas and be like, I mean, she is a bitch. But Gemma kind of deserved that, you know.
I don't really like to use
Right-
that
right,
word,
bro.
but
Right,
yeah,
bro.
she kind
There
of
we go.
was a bitch.
Well, at this point, we're going to take a short break real quick while things get heated up. So if you got any questions, now's a good time to ask them. I've got to take a short break. Anybody else need to disappear for a couple of minutes? All right, yeah, back to the party.
All right.
So
I
if-
am running outside the house to go find a creature.
Okay.
Jeez.
I'm suddenly determined to show them something.
So you're going rat
Interesting.
catching.
Yeah, I'll look for just any small creature.
Okay. Well, in your absence, the music reconvenes, the party carries on, and most people don't really acknowledge your absence.
I found one here.
Okay. Yeah, give
Are
me
you gonna blow
a-
up Norman on stream?
I found a Norman. Let's see. Yeah, give me an animal handling roll to see how long it takes you to find one.
Hey. Okay.
Oh, a while.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I'd probably give up after like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, then after 10 minutes you're coming in.
yeah.
You're coming in sans creature. But, alas. Okay, yeah, so the party carries on. This particular girl is running around making comments about how silly the little girl was that thought she was a wizard ass. Oh my god, how hilarious.
So I'm going to walk up to that same woman.
Well, you're outside for 10 minutes right now.
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah. When
So you'll have to
okay.
wait.
Fine.
And you won't be aware of this particular action. Because you're outside. But, right, the rest of the Marwood family, what you doing?
Oh, if no one else is doing anything, I would attempt to just mix and mingle and make a good impression on everybody.
Okay. Well, in that case, if you would, go ahead and if your goal is to mingle with everybody, go ahead and give me a persuasion check, please.
Oh no, I'm a bard. Oh man, I want to. Whenever I have inspiration, I'm just like, do I just use it?
Use it and get another one.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, 21's pretty decent, pretty fair. So yeah, you're not having a problem. I mean, most of the guests are fairly friendly. They're willing to talk to everybody because it's like a, that's the whole point of a party, a shindig, right? Mm-hmm. Is to get to know the people. So additional things you might overhear. Let's see. Well, yeah, you'll hear things, people gossiping like, the Feedatovs are renowned for their architectural work. Did you know one of the ancestrals actually built the Castle Ravenloft? Well, you do know that. You hear, I heard that the locks here on all the doors rival any bank security in all of Barovia, or indeed all of anywhere. Even their most simple locks for something so humble as the kitchen would need a master locksmith to foil an attempt to break into such an establishment. They are so clearly above the security knowledge of the average layman.
Cool. What else?
The last thing you hear is, it is such a shame that Dimitri took their departing so harshly. Still, it's only to be expected. Him, a humble potential mayor for a town, and her, the noble heiress to such a great family. Anything other than that, you'll have to kind of like spur the conversation in that direction yourself.
Okay. I don't know what to ask these clowns. I guess after my little mix and mingle, I would come back to my dad's.
Your dad's?
I don't know what
My two dads.
I don't know.
Whack D&D edition.
My two dads. I'll just kind of tell them like what I've been hearing, because it's nothing crazy. It's just the weirdest thing is the
Gemma
idea
will come
that,
back in with no critters.
weirdest thing is the idea that Dimitri had perhaps an affair with. There was an arranged marriage, perhaps, with the family here, and that's weird, right?
It is, yes. But not the craziest thing. So that kind of stuff happens sometimes. So you see, son, when another man loves a woman, sometimes he gets in the way of the love of the first man.
Yeah, but you see, she doesn't have anyone here.
Yeah.
She is the lady of the estate. There's no mention of the lord.
Maybe you can ask her about it.
That's not something you just
Is that
ask a
rude?
lady. That's typically.
I mean, I can't.
No, Seth, you'll get thrown out.
You might be able to go, Trip.
Hey, I'm back.
Did you find one?
No, but I'll improvise.
Oh, good.
What's that lady's name we were talking to?
Bologna Kestabich.
Baloney.
Okay,
Bologna Kestabich, yeah.
don't worry, I'll make everyone proud.
Okay.
Got this, honey.
Excuse me, everybody, I'm back. I'm here to perform a magical feat.
Okay, everybody
Oh,
kind of like
hello.
pays attention, and Barania Kastovitz says, "Oh, this should be good."
Yes, Bologna cat's a bitch.
Bologna Casta bitch. I love it. It's about right. It's about right.
You see, I couldn't find any creatures outside, so I figured I would just use you. If that's okay.
She kind of looks somewhat uncomfortable and says, no, I'm this fine fellow to my right. Horan, you would be happy to be a guinea pig for such a wonderful experience, wouldn't you? Yes, Perennia, my dear, whatever you suggest. Yes.
No thanks. I think I'm gonna use you, so. Alright, everybody!
I'm not interested. I have no interest in this.
Whatever you do, I'm behind it 100%.
I'm gonna do the most lavish, like, casting of a spell that I would never actually do in real life.
Okay.
Like, alright, here we go. I'm like winding up. Now. And then I cast polymorph.
Oh
on her.
God.
Now
No.
I turn you into, I suppose, a pregnant dog, since you are a bitch.
Oh,
And then
Oh my
I
God.
attempt,
Gemma!
wow.
I attempt to
Oh
turn her
my
into a
God.
dog.
Okay.
Gotta-
What is your DC? Because yeah, she's gonna try to resist it.
16.
How much?
16.
Oh, that's not good for her.
I'm behind this 100%. I love this.
All right. So she will attempt to resist the polymorph. She's 16 or higher, and the roll is. Nope.
Ooh.
Okay. Hold on then. Yeah, so the woman starts to convulse and move and writhe, and after a short period of time, she is basically transformed into a pregnant bitch.
I'm just gonna lean over to Douglas and be like, "And you were worried about me getting us kicked out."
Okay, everybody is like
what do you
turned
think, everyone?
around and like watching in utter horror that this has just happened. Like, and they're like, oh my God.
Okay.
You can see the look on Lady Marlena Fedov's face is utter.
Don't worry, we have a snack, a little treat for the dog. And I'm gonna like take out some of my rations and like throw it. There you go.
I think she was gonna do this.
The dog kind of comes over instinctively because it doesn't really know much better and starts to eat it. Now there are whispers, like guests have all like buddied up to each other, and conversations are being had, like quiet.
Can I read those
private
conversations?
conversations. Sure, go ahead, give me a roll.
Because that's the hot goss. Let's see. Oh no!
One! Wait,
Right, well,
you're next to
so
Octavian.
most of them, because
I
what-
do have bountiful luck.
bountiful
I'm
luck!
going to
Yeah,
give
yeah,
to
yeah,
my
yeah.
big
In the
brother.
Okay, let's try that again.
do it. There
Okay.
we go.
Yes.
Yes. So you start reading lips that said, "They seemed out of place. Looks like she's some kind of Barovian witch." Somebody else is like, "Who would do such a thing at such a sophisticated party? Obviously heathens. I knew they were outsiders. Why would Lady Marlena even invite such a despicable family to such a sophisticated event. The general gist is that did not go down well with the guests.
No.
Aw. But it was so cool.
That kind of party, I guess.
Okay,
Man.
after that, you see, like, Lady Marlena as kind of very quietly comes over to Gemma with a obviously forced smile on her face. And she, like, grabs you by the arm and, like, pulls you in. And she says, "Whatever you just did, undo it right now."
Oh, I will. Just letting her experience what it's like for a couple minutes.
He says, "I understand that Barania is an absolute insufferable wretch, but this is far beyond the proper decorum for such an event. Deal with it now and act like it was all planned."
Fine.
She steps back, she says, Everyone! Obviously, this was just part of the entertainment. Barania was so gracious in accepting the position to step forward into this role, and young Gemma Mildwood was so talented with her magical incantations. Give them both a round of applause! And they're all like, oh.
Hey, my
Yeah, this
And she's like looking at you going,
This won't backfire.
Yes. Now that you have seen what we are able to do, I shall turn her back into a human. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Human.
That's how
Does
it
it
works.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Man.
I
And I-
undo the spell. I don't know if that's possible or not.
Okay.
As she
be right.
as she
Concentration.
rehumans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
As she rehumans,
unconcentrate.
I'll just be like, "Fear not, this could not befall any of you. It is just that our families have such a close tie in our histories that allows the weave to be bent in such ways."
The poor woman, Baronia Kasovitz, returns to her human self on her hands and fours, and you can't help but hear giggles and like laughter, muffled laughter amongst the other guests.
I'm gonna go
She
over to her
stands
and
herself
help her
up and
up.
brushes herself down, and she just looks at her. And at that point, Marlena looks at her and says, "What a wonderful sport you are, my dear." And you can see her eyes get real big. And she's like, "Oh, yes, quite. Thank you so much for your talents, my dear Gemma. Give me a hug." And she'll like grab hold of you to pull you close. And then she says,
Okay.
"Try something like that again and you'll be found floating upside down in Lake Barovia."
A toast to Baronia.
A toast to Bologna for participating in this magic trick.
Everybody goes, "Oh, yes, a toast.
Wasn't that fun, everyone?
And please don't ask for any more.
Right, yeah, I mean, it all kind of awkwardly shrugs off as a planned moment. After that, you notice that young Baronia Kastovitz stays very, very far away from the rest of the Mildwood family for the rest of the night, choosing to be at whatever end of the ballroom you are not.
That's fine with me.
Okay, after all of that level of entertainment, you can tell that her ladyship seizes the opportunity. She says, "Gentle ladies, gentlemen, may I have your attention? Dinner is served in the main dining room, if you would care to follow me." And with that, she will lead everybody through this archway here. And to a different room in the establishment. Most of the guests begin to immediately follow suit. And you may do so at your own leisure. I'm going to move down to that very chamber so everybody can kind of see what's going on.
Oh wow.
Pretty sure it's through here.
Yeah.
Whoosh. It's a whole spread.
Yes,
I sit across from Queen
indeed.
Bitch.
It's right there.
Okay, you'll notice that there is just enough space around the table for all of the guests, including herself.
Douglas. I'm looking at the person to my left at the foot of the table.
Mm-hmm.
Can you trade with me?
What? Why?
Right. From the other room, you can hear the faint musical playing of the band once again.
Just you're better at talking than I am. You know.
Well, all the more reason for you to practice. You got.
I
this,
don't need
right?
to
Just-
practice.
Dad,
With-
this isn't the time. Please.
With this
Well, he's not
family,
gonna turn anyone into a dog or anything. It can't get any worse.
It certainly can, and we are very much at that point where if it gets any worse, it
Okay, well
can't.
then you sit on the end, Trip. I don't want to have to talk to him.
And leave him across from her?
Just
Please.
pretend you don't speak English or something. You're mute. You're a mute.
okay. Although I was just talking to you, so they probably see that.
Yeah, you should
Okay, well,
probably
quit.
just switch spots, Dad, please.
Fine. Move.
All right, I'm gonna get up awkwardly. The chair's gonna scuff on the floor. Scraping noise. You know. They sit back down. And I'm mostly leaning towards Trip because that's my comfort level.
I'm surprised Dad let me sit next to this person.
Have any of you sitting next to anyone, honestly.
Oh, not you. Where'd I find you?
Probably let Trip
back
sit on
here.
the other side.
Please,
Okay.
please move so that Gemma doesn't turn anyone else into a dog.
Okay. Gemma.
What?
Quick.
No,
Gemma to
Trip,
the middle.
Trip.
Oh.
Trip.
Please.
What?
Thank
Oh.
you.
I look at Gemma and
I
kind
am
of give you a weird smile.
Okay.
That was a good trick.
Thanks. Apparently, it didn't really help us get our name, have
No.
our name, mean something. I was really
Yeah.
hoping it would.
I mean, it's not like your dad turning into a dog. This is a stranger.
I thought it was cool as hell.
I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty
When you
cool.
do it.
But
To be
Okay.
fair, I wanted to do it on a creature, but I couldn't find any.
Right, with that, her ladyship, Lady Marlena Fedotov, beckons the serving wenches in. Each of them is bringing in like a crystal carafe of wine. She says, "For such an exquisite evening, with such exquisite entertainment and exquisite company, I can only offer a vintage of Champagne de l'Estompe. I say vintage. This is the earliest of all vintages. This is the very first year that Champagne de l'Estompe ever flowed from the Wizard of Wines. I have sat, and my family has sat on this limited supply for almost a century. But tonight it feels only appropriate that such a divine vintage be served to our esteemed guests. I would like to say that the Velastovitz family, the Kostovitz, Rick Vantons, Villavans, Dillavankas, the Dishploras, Homelan family, the Van Horsken family, the Hullenden family, and the Vantasia family, and Mildwood family are all here as representatives of their great and noble bloodlines. For it is such an occasion that this was destined to be. May we all fill our glasses and raise a toast. And with that, they kind of like shuffle round with this champagne, like first year vintage champagne de la Stamp. And each glass gets filled like precisely at about 2 inches tall in actual liquid, as they're like really being very careful. By the time they finish with the 3 carafes, there's exactly enough to fill all of the glasses to 2 inches. At that point, Lady Merlina Fedotov stands up and she says, "A toast to this wonderful gathering of the most esteemed bloodlines of all of Barovia." Kurva! And then they all like take a sip. What are you guys gonna do?
Fair to Seth, kind of tastes cork to me, don't you think?
It all tastes like cork to me.
I think you actually supposed to save champagne for that long. It's basically syrup now.
Everybody seems to be enjoying it, for sure. They're all like,
Fine,
I mean,
guess.
nothing wrong with syrup, but there's no like pancakes. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The pancakes would actually help, I think. But it's great. What an honor.
Hey, brother.
Yeah.
Is there an ounce of royalty in our blood, like at all? I mean, I don't know
No,
the family,
I don't, I don't think so at all. It's kind of in the name mild. We don't really have
mild.
not exactly great woods or royal woods.
Great woods.
I mean, after our reception tonight, we should be shitwoods, like.
The
Okay,
shitwoods.
well, let's not. We don't have to go that far.
Shit-faced
but
woods.
no, we definitely are not of any sort of big house.
Okay. Yeah, so every other person here at the table is sipping on the first year vintage Champagne de la Stamp. I guess my question is, who does and who does not partake?
Well, you kind of tasted with all
I'll
the hype.
sip it.
I
Yeah.
definitely did. So.
I mean, yeah, it's...
I will partake.
I don't know how sophisticated your palates are. If your palates are sophisticated, it's incredible. If they're not, it's the same bullshit swill you drink every night. I mean...
Typical.
But, yeah, if everybody's gonna kind of partake...
Is Octavius gonna drink it too?
Do I have some in my cup?
Oh, everybody does.
Then yes.
This place doesn't differentiate between child or adult.
But
you
I'm
are
not gonna
here,
like it.
you are the same as everybody else.
Not gonna like it though. I would not consider Octavius to have a refined palate.
Right? Shortly after that, they bring out the meal. Each meal is an assortment of beautifully poached venison, quail, lobster. There is caviar appetizers. There is all kinds of beautifully cooked, delicate cuisine, the likes of which you've only experienced here. But
I was gonna say, compared to Strahd's spread, this is like better.
yeah, Strahd spread was impressive. This is far more elegant. The poached salmon is to die for. The foie gras is delicious. Everything you could imagine from the most sophisticated table of food you could be at is here and represented in its utter exquisiteness. Every guest is very delicately eating teeny tiny bites and teeny tiny morsels, and being the utter epitome of high society. Every bite is followed by pretentiousness in all its glory.
So insufferable.
Yeah,
Dining
totally
is
insufferable.
pageantry.
I'm gonna down the 2 inches of liquid without any regard to its value or sophistication.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna kind of look at the glass and be like, "It's not as good as syrup." I'm just gonna put the glass down kind of harder than I intend to.
I prefer the glass of maple syrup. But everybody's just kind of really going to town on this food. There's very, very polite discussion around the table, but it's all about the food. Oh, I can't remember the last time I tasted something so divine. And again, it is absolutely delicious food. Is it hearty? Is it filling? No. Is it the sort of stuff that a hardened adventurer eats and then goes, yeah, that'll sustain me? Absolutely not. This is a sort of meal that you'll go home tonight and be like, I'm still fucking hungry. But the tastes are incredible. The meal itself lasts almost an hour. There are at least 2 more refills of the incredible champagne de la Stampe. Once the meal is concluded, Her Ladyship says, "My esteemed guests, may I suggest we return to the ballroom to enjoy the rest of the evening with polite conversation and some aperitifs." And everybody politely nods and, "Oh, wonderful dinner! So you did us proud. Excellent, wonderful." And with that, they'll all start slowly getting up and ushering themselves back into the ballroom.
Exhausting.
Yeah, it kind of is. It's kind of a social,
I'm gonna walk up to Trip as we return and just say, "How do you do this? How do you ever do this?"
Well, I think of each word as a blow. And you just keep fighting, or you die.
But no, that's not. No. Really,
Right.
really.
It's exhausting. It's terrible. I'd rather just get my lights punched out, but
I'm
it's a
gonna
much more
reach.
fun opportunity.
I'm gonna reach into my bag as we're walking and pull out some jerky or something to start chewing it.
Some actual food.
Yeah, I'm chewing on some jerky or whatever from our rations.
if we play this well, we'll at least be able to call for supper to our rooms with the kitchen staff. They don't hate us, at least.
Yeah, well, let's just wait to see what Gemma does again.
Again. Right. Gemma's by herself in the
I
dining
will
room.
go
still.
find my dad at this point.
Okay, go find him then.
Hiding.
Say,
Douglas.
Dad.
Wait, Gemma, hold on.
What?
Douglas,
Yes?
you're in my corner.
Well, I thought maybe it could be my turn. You had the corner the whole time, the first time.
Yeah, but he's over. Look at him over there. He's not even in this. He's not in the corner, right?
Well, just take the spot next to me. It's no big deal.
But it's
let
not the
me have
corner.
it. I want a corner turn.
Oh, turn to the corner.
Come on. You always take the corner.
Nobody puts Dougie in the corner.
I'm gonna stand where Douglas was standing before,
Okay.
and I'm gonna kind of like elbow my brother so he kind of jostles in this corner,
Come on.
but
I
not
had to
all
talk to
the
that-
time, just every once in a while.
Talk to that lady at dinner. You can at least give me a.
I don't remember you saying anything to that lady
Let's trip.
I
during
I
dinner.
nodded
Let's
at
see,
her. I
trip.
asked how her food was.
Okay, well I can't help it.
I'm up in a conversation. Over
Oh, there you
here.
are. I see you.
I
Trip.
just,
There you go.
at this point, I'm embarrassed by the family and don't want to be too close.
And Gemma's
That was-
like right here in the doorway. I see her.
I was in the corner because I had a war injury, so it's a jerk reaction. So, I'm gonna keep elbowing you.
Right. I mean, you could stand a little further away. There's a big
No,
room.
but
You don't
where's
have
the
to
fun
be
in that, bro?
on top of me. We always used to do this when we were kids. I don't like it. You know that.
Okay.
Oh,
As you have this discussion, suddenly there is the shattering of a glass.
I immediately looked at Gemma.
The music stops.
What?
Everybody stops. Half a dozen conversations that were all going on have stopped as you see Lady Fedatov swaying slightly as she motions discreetly to Tautos, who comes rushing to her aid. She beckons him in real close and whispers something to him. Trip, you might be able to lip read that
Please.
with your talents.
Oh God, I want it. I want the info. Give me the info.
17. Oh, okay. You catch her say, suddenly I don't feel so well. I think I need to lie down. Without saying anything, he escorts her into her private salon room here. As he does so, when he gets to the door, he's motions to the band, keep playing, bitches. And they kick back in the music, and shortly afterwards, the conversation kind of slowly rebuilds, and you start hearing people say, "Oh, how unfortunate that she would suddenly feel, well, not herself during a dinner party. Well, after all, I can only expect that it was an awful strain putting on this impressive evening for everybody. Oh, yes, no doubt she's just a little tired."
No doubt.
I stopped nudging my brother. I'm like, oh, it's happening.
What's happening?
Whatever I thought was going to happen is about to happen.
Whatever you thought was going to happen.
Good thing to happen or bad thing to happen?
Considering where we've been for the past month, I don't think it's ever a good thing.
Just a little bit of glass. It's not that big of a deal.
No. There's some monster a-brewing here. Some evil about to be unleashed.
Another dog, perhaps?
I look again at Gemma, kind of accusingly.
What?
Okay. At this point, Lady Barania Kasovitz suddenly starts going,
Oh no. Is it the pies again?
and she looks in her hand, and you see blood dripping from her hand, and
it's
blood
the pies
is
again.
dripping from her lips.
It's the pies again.
The rest of the guests have kind of stopped, and they're looking directly at her. And then this gentleman right here. And blood is soaking his hands. As you
Oh,
begin
God.
to look around the room, everybody begins to be convulsing, spitting up blood. Suddenly, the door bursts open from the private salon. At this point, the music... it's kind of stopped. Talos has rushed out. He says, Her ladyship! She and more people begin to convulse and throw up as you hear somebody say, "Oh my god, the wine!"
Oh. Well, we're screwed. I don't have anything for that.
Okay, Gore.
Everyone throw up.
No, Gore. Exactly. I'm immediately gonna jam fingers down my throat.
Okay.
Quick, throw up.
Force vomiting.
I'm gonna try to force
I
myself to
can
vomit.
help. I can help.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can.
great.
Do not turn me into a dog, but make
Only
me
3
throw
of
up.
us, though.
Gemma,
How?
hurry, make
At
us
a
throw
time or overall?
Today.
How? What are you doing?
All around you, the guests are gagging, retching, beginning to fall to the floor. Their bodies are twitching and racking with spasms. Candles and lamps are flickering. As almost like a weird chill is filling the room. The screams continue
different than-
louder and more insistent than before as people are slowly suffocating and dying as they choke on their own blood.
Shit.
what do you wanna
What are you
do?
doing, Gemma?
I'm running to my dad first. Like, who knows if this affects us, but I'm gonna cast protection from poison on him.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Okay, you cast protection from poison on Douglas. Okay, everybody other than Douglas, give me a Constitution save, please.
Do we all? Okay, Octavius didn't drink it, right?
Gore, I will say this. Octavius had probably the tiniest sip to pretend like he was,
Uh-huh.
like
I
like a
believe
kid,
it.
Yeah, like a kid.
like a kid would do, right? So, do you need me to roll that?
I
too?
need you to roll, but
Okay,
I'm
that's
gonna
fair. I
give
just
you
wanted to-
that's considered in your
Totally
roll.
fair. Totally fair.
Totally, yeah.
And I do have advantage on poison saves.
Yeah, so
as I am
totally,
stout,
yeah, you've got advantage.
stout little guy.
Okay, roll those dice.
And what's the save, Gore? I'm sorry, con save.
It'll be a con save, yeah. So you roll for me.
Yep. I got you.
Ooh,
Ooh, 15. Okay.
Okay, so Snug's on a 15.
I'm gonna use that
Gemma
inspiration
on an 18. You're gonna use your inspiration?
because I only got a 1 in this.
Okay, you can use your inspiration. Is that right?
Wait. Can I give bountiful luck on saves? Let me look.
No, I mean I just have a +1 in con. Like I don't have.
Oh, I thought you rolled
No,
the
no,
one.
no,
I'm
no,
sorry.
he
Oh,
hasn't
never
rolled
mind.
yet.
I take that back. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it.
Okay, hold on then. Let me burn your inspiration point.
No, that's not good.
Well, 11, a 12 is better than a 6. I'll give you that.
Oh man.
Let's see. Hang on. I'm gonna move this. Right, so you burned your inspiration to get the 12.
What were the portents? I don't even know.
Welcome, Raiders.
Six.
What up, Raiders? It's a fun
Lord,
time to
Jackson,
come in,
please.
huh?
It's the perfect time to come in because
Welcome.
shit's about to hit the fan.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
so
literally,
on
maybe
your
literally,
con
depending on
saves,
what this
Yeah.
happens here.
Gemma is an
Depending on what
18.
end.
Octavius is a 15. Trip is a 12. Seth is an 18. Douglas, you do not have to roll because some kind daughter gave you the first renditions of a spell. Okay. I'll say this. You're not feeling well, Trip. You're starting to cough a little and your stomach feels odd. What are you doing now, everybody?
I'm getting Gemma's attention because I'm dying.
You're like...
Trip.
Help him.
Stop throwing up. Just hold still. Hold still. And I cast protection from poison on him.
I will say I did say that the wine was corked, guys. I think
You
everyone
did.
should acknowledge that.
You feel almost instantly better, Trip.
Oof.
Everybody else, give me another saving throw.
Again? Okay.
Oh yeah. So Trip and Douglas, I don't need your saving throws. You're good.
Ooh, there we go. 20.
Nice
Maybe.
roll.
Not nat. Not
Oh,
nat. Not nat.
man.
It's all right.
Ooh, Jane, good
Everybody
one too.
Together.
Okay,
no.
Seth,
Can I?
you're starting to feel a little
Can I-
queasy as you're
Well,
starting
I
to
don't
retch
know.
a bit now.
If I give you the 6, is it gonna help you? I don't know. Probably not.
Gemma.
Okay. At this
Come on,
point,
buddy.
some of the
All right.
guests are like they've gone all like rigor mortis, and there is like.
Oh shit.
Do you ever see Game of Thrones when Joffrey died?
Yes.
Get
Yeah.
those vibes into your head and imagine
spoiler.
a lot of these guests are starting
Spoiler.
to end up that way.
Ooh.
And some of you
Help him,
guys are
please.
starting the same path that they were on.
I imagine like trails or veins are blackening under my skin.
No,
right?
not really. It's more for you. It's more like convulsions and the feeling of wanting
Okay.
to throw up, and your stomach is all cramping and stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
The cork
Anybody
syrup.
else doing? So Gemma, you have cast
Fix him,
protection
please.
from poison twice.
Yeah.
What do you want to do this
I
turn?
come over
Anybody?
here and go, I'm gonna go ahead and cast it again on Seth.
Burn those spots. Okay.
Yeah. Burn these spots.
Okay, Seth. That subsides your feelings. Who's left? Gemma, Octavius, and Trip.
That's it.
Roll again.
I already got the.
Yeah,
boy.
Trip.
Yeah, it's
I'm
just
good.
two.
Oh, you're good. So it's just Gemma and Octavius then.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and dump my bardic inspiration on them and be like, "You can pull through. You can also pull through. You can do it."
Okay, there we go.
Okay, you're still resisting,
Yes, sir.
Snug. So Octavius is still holding his own,
Ooh, nice,
as is
James.
Gemma.
Oh my god.
So you got another
Okay.
round. What do you want to do?
And a D8 now if you need.
I am going
Look.
to actually. Okay, this is Gemma's.
Because
thinking.
I feel fine. Like Trip, Octavius looking around because he knows he didn't really drink any, not really.
Yeah,
So I don't think
he
he.
sipped. He barely
Yeah,
sipped it.
there's nothing Octavius can do in this moment. I don't think. So he's just frantically looking around, seeing what's happening. I don't think he's
Okay.
thinking at this moment.
Here's what I do since I'm good for the 6 seconds. Thinking quick. I'm gonna cast Raise Telepathic Bond on us.
Okay.
First of all, that is a divination spell.
Mhm.
Here. And with casting that, I'm going to use.
So you can all communicate
Yeah.
telepathically now.
Like, hello, we're here, we're here. I am using my expert divination. So when I cast something, a divination spell, second or higher, I can regain 1 expended spell slot.
Ooh.
So I'm
okay.
gonna regain a 2nd level spell slot.
I see what you're up to.
I'm like,
Okay.
all right. If anybody
both
feels
you-
weird, let me know.
So you and Snugs roll again because that was another round.
Okay.
We just gonna keep dying forever?
I know,
guess
kinda.
So. Oh,
Roll for natural.
Oh wait, sorry, I got one more. Hold on,
Gotta-
I got one more.
hold on.
I don't know why I didn't roll 2 for some reason.
come on.
Uh,
shit.
I'm
Okay,
gonna use
Snugs
my.
is
Hold
now
on.
starting to
hold
feel
on,
a
he's
little-
not-
no, he get- actually,
I'm
he gets to roll.
not. You let me know.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna use bardic inspiration here, baby.
Okay, you got.
Hey,
you
you
got
got a D8 on the
D8 to roll.
Yep.
And, that'll
And I
add it
would
to
have
the 11.
called it before you would have told me what happened, Gore. It was
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was
So
already
add
calling
it to the
for
11.
It.
That's fine. Makes
There
it
we go.
16. So that's
16.
good. You're
There
good.
we go. Hey, Gore. I'm still not done. Okay.
No, man, you're good. You got
Oh.
this.
I have an intrinsic +1 on all ability checks and saving throws. If you remember, I was
You're
granted
at 17
power.
then.
So now I'm at a 17.
Yeah, you're
Now
still
I'm
good.
done.
You're still good.
Now
you're
now
still
I'm
holding
done.
down the
Doesn't
chunder.
Change it.
Now I'm done.
Gemma, anything
chunder.
else?
Do we have anything?
Hey, Wiggly Fingers, someone do something, please.
I mean, I have this potion for what ails you. Does that do anything?
I'm gonna
No.
go ahead
Remember
and
that one
cast
lady?
the spell, or I'm gonna go ahead and cast it on myself next, actually, so I can.
What the
Rolling.
resist protection from poison?
Yes.
Okay, well you're good. That just leaves poor old Octavius then.
Guys, I'm telling you, I have nothing to combat this. So just FYI.
I know.
Okay.
We're all right. We're all right.
We're fine. I'm just saying, there's nothing I can do. I just have to keep rolling well here, hopefully.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm still
Wow.
hanging in. I'm hanging
so
in.
Here's the thing.
And I'm just waiting for
At
my
this
turn. I'm like,
point-
like I'm waiting for my stomach to just start
The
retching
elegant
like these
manner
people.
all around you. Things start to change.
Oh,
Oh.
Let me shift this just a little.
Oh,
Come on.
come
We're having so much
on.
fun.
We were. Well,
Were
Yeah,
we?
you were.
I
No,
wasn't.
I wasn't.
I wasn't.
I don't think anyone was.
are you telling me that this
Are
is
the
another
musicians are
goddamn
playing-
Durst scenario?
Oh, what?
Aw, shit.
Well, it's gonna be really easy to pickpocket all these people now.
All of a sudden,
Just saying.
all of a sudden, the room begins to shift.
The crypt is the whole thing.
Oh, what are you doing? Get over here. Gotta snatch people up. As you watch, you realize most of you were really throwing up because everyone else around you was throwing up. In fact, the only one that had enough self-worth to hold themselves together was young Octavius. Everybody else was just, you know how it is when people around you are hurling their guts up. You start to feel queasy. You start to feel a little sick. That's all it was. Nobody else was really in any danger.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
Sorry, Jane. That sucks.
But with all that being said, I just gotta move these. Gotta move this mass of tokens. Give me a second.
Jeez.
The house has taken on a very, very different feel. Some of the bodies are still here. They're like bloated, rotten, and decayed. Everywhere you look, you see the dead piled in corners, splayed across the backs of chairs, hanging limp over the piano. Though the immediate danger seems to have passed, and none of you feel like you're about to die of impending poison, you still feel the slosh of tainted wine somewhere deep in your bellies. What do you guys want to do?
Let's get out of here.
Oh, thank God, I don't think I could take much more of that conversation.
We need to leave.
What about the library?
Ah,
I'm gonna kick down the library door.
Yeah, remember the whole thing about this place was built like Fort Knox and these doors were all
Yeah.
made of steel? That's
I'ma
not
try.
happening.
No.
Okay.
can we just open it normally?
Well, it would
It's
appear
locked,
to
isn't
be devilishly locked.
Ah,
Not devilishly.
Yeah.
actually.
Fuck.
So, find the key?
I don't think we'll be able to get out without it.
I mean, we know where she is, or was.
Well, she was in this
Over
chamber here.
Yeah.
Talos had taken her into this room. Into her private salon where she had, like, apparently died.
Check.
Where is he, by the way? There's no one here. It's just us. Did we hallucinate the whole
You
thing?
guys and corpses. But nowhere near as many corpses as there were here before. But that's because, as some of you remember, as people started to like vomit and stuff, some of them rushed out of the chamber like looking for ways out and trying to escape.
So I take it this place is a haunting? Just
A haunting we
I
will
don't know,
go.
but we need to find keys. Shall we check? We need to check if the front door's unlocked or locked. I'm guessing it'll be locked.
let's try this
guessing
first.
it's locked. Yes.
Let's try this. Is
Okay.
the door
Which door are you looking at?
the door to her parlor?
This one here? That door is actually unlocked because it's slightly ajar because that's the last one that Talos came out of and didn't shut it behind him.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah, take a look in
Tavius,
there.
get in there.
Me?
Well, you're just our marching order. Let's
I'll
go.
go ahead and I'm
Fine.
just gonna go in. I'm not gonna.
Okay. So you walk into the private
Everyone
salon
crowd door.
area. I mean, there is a beautiful. Well, let me rephrase that. Once, what would have been a beautiful mirror and preparation area,
Vanity.
and a lovely couch. Now there is a rotting corpse on the couch that looks vaguely familiar.
Oh, this is creepy. How long has she been dead?
I don't know.
Let's
Let's
go
take a look.
I'm just gonna go over to this.
You can see Marlina's corpse laying on the couch. All around the corpse seems to be rippling and warm, although like a distortion in the very reality of time. You can feel like if you reached down and touch it, it would have like a weird staticky effect.
Touch it.
No, you
Don't-
touch it.
Don't
No,
touch it.
don't touch it.
Well, then don't touch it.
No one touch it.
Don't touch it.
I'm just gonna
Wait.
search over here.
Okay.
This furniture.
You search what was a beautiful and antique mahogany wardrobe. You find beautiful dresses hanging inside, most of which are now moth-eaten and somewhat decayed.
Clothes over here.
Oh. I'll look
Looks
at
like
that
there's
later.
a door
Please
there
don't.
that might go to the back, and a door here that goes to the room next.
Suddenly, there is a rush of wind hits the entire chamber as all of you feel an instant chill.
Is that you, Octavius?
No, I believe something
Out
is
of the
sinister.
corpse
Ah.
Yes, I
rises
said it. I
Oh.
said it.
a
wait.
strange manifestation as it rises up and out of the corpse, kind of like a Dana rising up from her corpse in Ghostbusters.
Nice.
She kind of like comes up and then screams with this blood
Oh,
curdling
no.
yell. What have you done to me? And then she mutters a series of run-on statements that seem to make no sense at all. Just random. The guess, the wine, Dimitri, Talos, Mildwoods.
Did we go back in time when we opened the door? Like, that's
Line up.
confusing.
I'm gonna back up and get behind my dad. We didn't do anything to you, right? Did we?
No.
We were very nice and polite.
I'm going to go to rest with my family. I will see you all in hell. And she disappears through the wall.
Wait,
Oh.
Oh, so it is
Yes.
out back.
couple questions.
Yeah, apparently she didn't want to stick around for that shit.
Hey,
Well, check for keys.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna
I
point
did
at the corpse.
mage hand to kind of wrestle around on the body to see if I could find keys in the pocket.
Okay.
It's not gay if it's mage hand.
Yeah.
You search. Use mage hand to search the Marlena corpse. There are no keys. There is no
Ah,
belongings or possessions. She came down to the ballroom in a fancy dress. There was no room for awkward bulges or unplanned items.
It would be on what's his name?
probably the
On the
butler.
other side of my sheet.
Tadros or
Teltos. Teltos.
Teltos.
Let's go find him. Or his body, or whatever.
Yeah, he wasn't poisoned, I don't think. Unless he nipped the wine. I'm gonna
Well, maybe-
try this door.
He was not at the dinner. That's for sure.
As Trip said that, I'm just gonna say, well, maybe he did the poisoning.
very suspicious.
He had said something about them treating their staff very well, though. Unless that was a bold-faced lie, I don't know if there was a motive. Is this door open, or is it fully
That
locked?
room there is also open, yes.
Yippee! I'm gonna try it out.
Okay, you can open it and move into the chamber.
Oh, this one's worse. This one's far
Yeah,
worse.
this room is kind of sort of distressed. However, laying on the rubble is a dead Talos.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm
As
moving
you
my
look
mage
at
hand
him,
over.
however, he doesn't seem to have died in the same way as anybody else. His hand is open. A knife lays dormant on the floor. Give me a... what would that be? Give me an insight check, Trip.
It's not good, but here we go. It's
10.
not good.
Okay. You see the knife laying on the ground. You kind of follow it up into the proximity of where his hand is, and notice that the shriveled, decayed body of Talos has a deep cut at the base of his hand, going down his arm.
Oh, that's the no return way. That's the bad way. Don't do that. Don't do that, kids. Oof.
Okay.
It's just self-inflicted. I don't think he could live with. He's on the rubble here, right?
Yes, he's laying on the rubble right there.
I'll bring my
Gonna-
mage hand over to look for keys.
I'll
This is really
whisper a little
weird.
prayer over him. I don't think he deserved it.
Okay. Whoa, where the... Pew, 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 pew.
Where's? I'm trying to find where they went.
There they are. There they are.
I was like, I know they went in one of these rooms. I just
You're,
couldn't
you're
find
good.
one.
You're good right there. Okay. So yeah, your mage hand ruffles through, and it will indeed find a bunch of keys.
Aha.
However, when I say a
Aha.
bunch of keys, it's 2 keys.
Two
One
keys,
very
okay.
weird, like multi-pronged, multi-faceted key, and one much more simplistic key. However, you also find that was in the hand that was kind of like, if you imagine he fell on one arm and his other hand was like thrown out, the one arm was clutching a piece of paper.
Oh, we got paper, boys.
I'll take it, and I'm gonna just be ginger with the body, but I'll take
Yeah,
I'll take
okay.
the paper and give it a read, assuming it's a note.
Lady Maralina is dead. She is gone along with everybody else. I swore to her father that I would serve this household as long as I lived in exchange for my life. The life of a simple thief at that. And serve I have. I have been by my lady's side since she was a young girl and watched her grow with pride. And yet, now it is all ended, and I am at a loss. There was something in the food, maybe in the wine perhaps both. I know not. But without warning, my Lady Marlena fell ill and died, followed by the majority of the guests. The few who were left fell into panic and turned murderous against one another. I hid like a coward, and then like a fool thought I could somehow make things better by cleansing what I'd left behind. I see now there is no point to taking care of this house when the Fedotovs no longer live. Damn it all, I wish to join them. I wish to serve my lady in death. This is my pact. This is my decree. I take my own life in service of the Fedotov family.
Well, he wasn't a coward. This guy really cared.
Really?
I mean,
Poor guy.
oh, okay.
Couldn't find a life after serving one person.
It seems it was already in debt, and well, Gemma, some people live by a code of honor. And
Some people, not you.
I'm going to inspect the rest of the room over here, seeing that there is a table, just to.
Okay, yeah.
We've
So
seen it.
you inspect the alcove. It's 2 chairs, a small table, a carafe of dried up something, like whatever it was, is now nothing but a stain in the bottom of it, and a bowl that also has a reddish stain. Is it wine? Is it blood?
Probably wine, but, keep up that imagination, Gore.
Oh, we got the keys, so
Right. I feel like it seems like it might open multiple doors, but it's a tricky key that we have to. Well, let's go find out, I suppose.
well there is another problem.
What?
It's nighttime. Do we really want to go outside?
No, there's things that will kill us out there.
So should we go into the library and wait out the night?
This place. Does this place smell really bad or anything?
It's
The
old
bodies
and
must-
decayed. I mean, everything is rotten.
Just wish we knew when this happened.
Let's keep
Other than, like,
exploring.
5 minutes ago, but
Yeah, in your world, it's 5 minutes ago. In the house's world.
Hmm.
keep an eye out for a red door and don't go in it.
Beware of the red door. Okay,
Ah!
let's go. Wait,
Okay.
is that a door?
open.
Yeah, this door here is locked.
Okay. Oh, back out.
Beware.
It's locked, I just
It's
said.
locked.
Go in
Oh.
there. You cheat.
Sorry.
Well,
Go around, or you could try the
key.
Try the key.
Which key?
Both.
Which one are you trying first?
Try the weird one first. I'm assuming that's the one that.
Yeah? The weird, strange key first?
Try the weird, strange key first. Yes.
Okay, yes, it opens the lock. And you're able to open the door.
Okay.
It would appear you have acquired some kind of skeleton key that the
A
master of the
skeleton
house
key, a
has.
skeleton key.
Da-na-na-na.
We use
Open
our
the
logic
trap
and
door.
reasoning.
Because there's
So-
something down there.
So Gore, that gave us a level, right? We got enough experience to.
Sure, yeah. Finding a key? Absolutely. That's how it works.
He said yes.
To the library, then.
Okay. So you guys rush across the ballroom to the library amongst the corpses. Is Douglas and Octavia staying in the...
No, I'm coming too.
Okay. I'm just checking. This is one of those maps I need everybody to kind of be on point and know where they are.
Yes. Where did they go?
Oh,
Again,
sorry.
here we go.
So-
Because
Oh,
bad
dungeon.
things, Charlie. Bad things.
Dungeon house.
Okay. Yeah, you can open the door into the library.
Okay.
Door will open. You know what's awesome about this library now?
Oh.
Oh.
All the books
Aw.
are rotten and kind of like soggy and decrepit. The whole room is full of decay. At one point, this would have been a lovely library to explore. You can literally look at the volumes upon volumes of esoteric knowledge and fictional worth, but now all of the books are nothing but like broken spines and rotting pages.
Should have let
Dang it.
Gemma sneak in earlier.
I should have. I bet
Yeah,
the
what?
architecture, the plans for the Castle Ravenloft would have been in here.
Yeah,
I mean, if-
it's
if
in
we
that
find them,
dilapidated
they're-
section over there that says Ravenloft blueprints. You know?
Oh,
There's a curtain there.
I'm gonna look at wherever he's pointing and be like, oh really?
No, you idiot.
And I guess like I would confirm how useless the books are because I don't know. Hopefully, my mind's just thinking, well, we could use mending. We could get Gemma to fix it. But if it's totally destroyed, then probably not.
Yeah, they are pretty much
They're too
decayed and
destroyed.
useless in this chamber at this point. There is a double door right here, though.
An interesting corner.
A little nook.
We love a nook.
This would be the greatest spot for like a little place to sit and read your book. Are
Yep.
these fireplaces lit?
You're in my way.
So weirdly, no, but yes. Like, there's no actual
but yes.
fire, but there's a glow in the fireplace that would be whatever you expected to be illuminated from a fire. So the fire itself isn't there, but the glow from the fire is.
Ooh.
Very kind of weird and mysterious.
No, I don't like depending on that, so I'm gonna go ahead and light up my myself, I suppose.
So what you doing? What you casting?
I'm casting light on me. I'm not sure what part of me yet. Maybe just my sword. I'll have my sword out. Use it as a torch.
Okay, hold on then. And the duration, or how was it? 20-foot radius, right, for light?
Yeah, and it's a cantrip, so
Yeah.
just recast it if it's.
Won't. There you go.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
more books, huh?
Yeah,
Or dead
it's
books.
exactly as you suspected. A little nook where it would have been nice to sit between two windows and read.
Okay, what are we gonna do, guys?
Well, we need to at least stay the night. I say we explore in the meantime.
Do we really want to be in here where we know there could be danger, or outside where the townsfolk said that there was danger? We've handled wolves before.
Well, not werewolves in the amount that they were suggesting. We've handled wolves.
But do you think that was real? I don't believe half of that town.
Yes, they built an entire town to be a fortress.
You don't think
If-
that was
if
the
they were-
abbot just scaring them?
If they were lying about it, they would have no motivation to put their entire town's wealth and time and work into building massive walls all the way around the entire town.
But they were brainwashed, clearly.
They were kind of hard to manipulate, I'm gonna be real with you. As far as crowd work goes, they were a tough crowd.
Because they were already brainwashed.
Wait a second.
By what evidence are you? I mean, I want to believe you, but I need a reason to believe you, Gemma.
Gemma, I have a question for you since you're the smartest person in the room. I give you kind of like a sarcastic look, like I don't quite believe what I'm saying to you. You turned that lady into a pregnant dog.
Oh, sure.
Was she real or like a ghost?
I thought
Because
she
all
was
the
real,
corpses look like they've been here for a very long time.
right?
Yeah, that's the difficult thing. Earlier when we
So-
arrived, I
Time traveled or something.
A
We
what?
stepped into some kind of portal that brought us back in time. This house.
Not another portal. I'm
kind of
no.
like a pocket dimension, but instead of
Yes.
it being space based, it's time based.
Space based.
No,
Space
no,
based.
no.
Isn't that
No.
fun?
Like
Oh, that's good.
space.
But we already did portals, and that didn't. That didn't seem like a portal.
Why not another
No.
portal?
Well, I mean, when we went
More
under
like
the
a
tree,
hunting.
we went under the tree. Remember, and
Yeah.
you vanished in front of me, and then I followed, and That-
Yes.
we didn't do that when we entered
Oh.
here. It
I
happened all
suppose-
around us.
I have a thought. My magic works a little differently than other magics, and now that I practice other magics as well, I can tell you, like, the magic I get from the Morning Lord and the magic I have from, like, the sounds that just kind of come to me and such, those are very different magics. I call sometimes on sounds to create tangible, real effects. I think, in a way, this building, while it has complex locking mechanisms and such, and just really elegant walls and an odd floor plan, gonna kind of gesture to the room I'm in, like, who would put this here? It might have been built in the same vein of kind of bardic magic, where this is architecturally some kind of weave-based law that might have brought about some kind of temporal expression. I'm not sure. I don't dabble in architectural magic, but
Sure.
if there was
You
ever a
lost Uncle
family that
Seth.
could do it, it would have been the Feditovs. So
I'll be honest. I understood like half of what you just said.
Well,
That's
listen,
fine.
here's what doesn't make
Okay.
sense to me. Luca knew about this lady as if she was still alive. Is that
Maybe
because he's a
it's-
simpleton, or because what? Apparently, she's been dead for a while now. Why would he know about her?
Well, no one in the town seemed to mention, besides Luca, when they lost all their animals. That's weird.
a lot of people had the sense they didn't like her, from what I remember.
But
She was
that
just
would
snotty and snubbed the town.
but that would still be an option, right? Because we suggested Valaki, and that's farther away.
I have a theory. What if
What?
this is the illusion? And everyone's still having a party, and we're in the weird place,
Missing the party.
missing the
And
party.
we're dead. We're the ones that got poisoned.
It could be that. It could have happened. We've been in worse
Impossible. I casted a
fake
spell.
scenarios.
No, that's true. Gemma did cast a spell.
True.
So how do we escape if that's true?
I don't
Douglas.
Why don't we at least open the front door and look out and see if there's just werewolves running around out there or something? I think we better just assess what the outdoors looks like. If it's
Could
scary, we close the door.
if we're to do that, can we do a back door? I would rather it be a fenced-in garden that we're opening to.
Were the gardens fenced
What,
in?
you want
or-
a nice view?
I thought they were just open.
And they were.
Okay.
But you came in from the front. You haven't really seen the back.
Okay. So I'll just say, all right, Trip, we could try a back door. If we could find
Maybe
one.
a second-story window.
Oh yeah, you know where the stairs are.
Okay. Let's
At
go
any rate,
upstairs.
I feel we should inspect this more closely.
I agree.
At the party,
What?
I heard rumors about a hedge maze that people don't come out of alive, and then also
Right.
that it was customary for people to guess where the family crypt was. So I thought that was like a riddle, like they don't come out alive because it's a crypt. And then she flew that direction. That's a ghost, so I'm assuming that's
Say she was gonna
This-
go rest with her family.
Wait,
this might be like the Durst Manor, where we have to return her body to the crypt.
That's what I'm thinking. What if it's like a test of some sort, and this is all just an illusion?
I don't think it's a test as much as something very sad, but we should see the rest of the building while we're here, right?
why would that be a game you play at a party like this?
Rich people are weird, Seth.
Yes, they find enjoyment from it. I mean,
Okay.
you've seen Strahd himself and the things he's into.
Heyo.
I'm gonna look at Trip and be like, "Is your tummy tickling now?"
No, it just burns a little because of everything that just
Okay, because
happened.
we mentioned Strahd again, so maybe.
Yeah, I hate the guy.
Good. Yes, exactly. That's how you should feel. No tummy
Yeah.
tickles for Strahd.
No, but like I think it's why, because I like hate him, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what
That's-
that is, right?
Okay.
That's just
That-
weird.
As
that
you
is
guys are
there.
sitting there, suddenly a rat runs along the top.
Creature.
Hey, there you go, Gemma.
Runs along the top
Finally.
of this bookshelf, leaps off the bookshelf directly towards Seth, like,
Oh God.
and then as it gets to Seth, it goes in like just a puff of smoke.
What the?
What?
I didn't polymorph that, Uncle Seth.
See, an illusion.
What the
I
hell?
told you.
That rat? What? It's like
don't
breathing.
breathe in. Don't breathe
Really
in.
quick,
It's on my
is the
feet.
puff of
Easy,
smoke
easy.
like
Throw up.
flying away
Throw
in a
up again.
direction, or is
No,
it
it's
just
kind of like just
dissipated?
going pfft,
Ew, rat
disseminating
dust.
into the
Okay.
air. He
Rat
got crop
dust.
dusted
Right.
by,
Blow-
by,
blow your
by
nose.
rat refuse.
So I'm willing to bet this place is just cursed.
Okay.
You think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Good call, bro.
This is normal.
I think we've sussed that part out at least.
I mean, nobody said it though. We were all like, "Where are we? What time
Very
is it?
Dutch,
Are
yeah.
there
I said
worse
illusion.
werewolves outside?"
Wolves.
I think we should still explore, even though I don't want to be here.
Yeah, I don't want to breathe in more rat dust.
Rat
So-
dust.
Everyone
like
be alert.
So what's everybody thinking?
Family formation, and we be alert, and we explore the house to try to find at least something.
Da-da-da-dum.
Yes,
The whole
and also
reason we
look out a
came here-
window. Okay.
And look out a window to see if we see any werewolves circling around.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Okay.
All right, where are you going?
Sarah,
Mild
what
Woods.
our plan was?
Who's
Yes.
leading the pack?
Stairs.
I would be.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be
Formation would be.
formations
Yeah,
behind
yeah, yeah,
Octavius,
yeah.
Get your
Yep.
then me and Seth,
formation.
and then
Yeah.
Your formation affirmation.
Where are we going up the stairs here?
Do it.
get behind him. Get behind him.
I'll be
behind thee, Octavius!
in front here.
Okay, well, there's the big stairwell leading up.
That's where we want to go, yeah? All right, well, I'll start.
Position yourselves on the stairwell, and I'll move you guys.
Okay, yeah.
If you don't wish to be going upstairs, then don't position yourself on the
Oh,
stairwell.
we wish.
All right.
Seth, you'd be more up front, but
I would. I don't remember our.
next to
Our
Trip.
formation is Octavius.
Is that
then
all of you?
me,
Got it.
Yeah,
and then the
yeah,
other two.
like that.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
That's our regular marching order,
Then you
as
are now
established
up here.
in season
You-
1, episode
you
3.
You didn't take me. I'm still.
Good.
Oh, I didn't want to bring you anyway. You piece of
Okay.
crap.
Okay, can you shutter me then so I could go?
No, there. Okay.
Whoa, what the hell is that?
Wait,
Oh.
where'd we go?
Oh, because he was
Oh.
cleaning.
You're all
He was
up
trying
here.
to clean up all the bodies.
I see.
Oh,
All right, all right, all right, all
so
right.
gross. This means
Oh, this is not great.
Okay.
love
Yeah, so you all kind of ascend to the top of the stairwell where the large balcony is. On the other side, that nice little kind of, hey, this is a cool place for people just to hang out and observe. Many of the corpses of the guests have been piled up in the center of the room here. There is a pungent, rotten smell drifting across the open balcony way from this large pile of fermented people.
Let's not
Yummy.
hang out here for too long.
Yeah, let's try any one of these doors. I don't know. The guest rooms are down below. We were supposed to stay in. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you want to see out the back, right? So
Yes.
let's go.
Yeah, let's check that. I'll check this door. Well, we need the key. Gemma!
Jama, Jama!
And the door with the skeleton key.
Okay. The door opens quite easily. What you see ahead of you is a room that can only be described as virtually destroyed. It would appear that at one point there were beds in here, but in the far northeastern corner, the house is almost like collapsed in on itself.
Is that a window door?
It is.
Here you go.
So I'm gonna head over there just to peer out
Okay.
without second thought.
It is incredibly dark and foggy and misty outside, so you can't really see a whole bunch. However, as you kind of like look out there amongst the kind of mist and steam, you feel like at times you see shapes, strange shapes moving in the dark, moving in the
Yeah.
mist. But you
Yeah,
can't make out
there's-
what those shapes are.
Gemma, there's things out there.
Seriously? I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
come
too.
look.
So the abbot is protecting them. What the hell?
What the heck?
The heck in the...
Yep.
I'm
You're
gonna
seeing the
peer
same
out.
thing as you peer out the window. Like, it's almost like, you can't really see because it's dark and it's foggy and misty, but periodically you see little wisps of wind kind of flow, and some dark, shadowy shape that you can't make out moves out there in the
Yikes.
night.
Why are they all gathered around here? This is... weird.
I don't know, but I found another Vistani, and I'm gonna knock on the chest next to me.
Okay. You're like, do, do, do. Okay. The chest at this point feels somewhat old and arcade and kind of decrepit. You feel like it wouldn't take a whole bunch to break into this thing, whether it's locked or not.
Oh, if that's the case, I guess I could jimmy it.
Yeah,
Got a
easy.
big ass sword for leverage.
Easy. The lock very easily pries loose. Inside is a pair of decaying old work boots and what would appear to be a change of clothes. Even in their most decayed state, you can determine that they probably weren't much more than servant clothing at the beginning.
This is the servant's quarters room, then.
Okay.
Okay.
Out of here then.
Well, I mean, there's probably not much in here that they would have, yeah.
Why don't we just go counterclockwise?
Okay. If that's the smart thing to do.
All right. Okay, so you're heading out this door back into onto the main balcony.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Frankly, just don't like that she's also cursing our name when we weren't even actually there.
Right.
Mwahaha. Okay.
Alright. Where is there a door up here? I can't really tell.
There's one right here.
Oh, it's close to the bodies. Prestidigitate. Prestidigitate.
Yep. Yeah, there's a door. The next door in that direction is right here.
Ugh.
You just
Okay.
can't
Way
see
to
it
it.
clearly from where you are. Once you get over here, you'll see it better. There you go.
I'm gonna hold my nose while we go
Same.
this way.
Okay.
Gemma!
Hurry, her. Oh wait, I have the key.
Up there.
All right.
Lock the door.
Gemma!
I'm
Feeling
coming.
sick.
Okay. You open the
Okay.
door and look inside.
It's a nice bedroom.
At one point, it probably was a very nice bedroom. In fact, this would have been the master bedroom for the lady of the house. A large, large king bed, beautiful rugs, a nice little kind of like nook over two windows, a beautiful fireplace, a vanity. Other than that, there are two doors on the right-hand side. One here, one here. Right here, at some point, was probably a table, but it seems to have been either kind of decayed and fell apart or destroyed.
Okay.
Doors.
More doors.
There's also a small stand-up mirror right here.
Ah, let's see if there's an assassin in this mirror.
Nope,
I'm
there's
gonna-
a Gemma in it though.
I'm
Hello?
gonna check this shelf.
That would be the vanity. Okay, you find a couple of small bottles with kind of like a little, like small bottles that have like a little tubing and almost like a little squeezy puffball on the end of them. The
Gemma?
puffballs, unfortunately, are
Yes?
somewhat decayed, so
I'm gonna slide that over to Gemma.
it's perfume, Gemma. That's all it is. It's a perfume dispenser, you know.
I pocket the perfume dispenser.
Of course.
There is a beautiful hand mirror laying on the top,
Take the hand mirror.
and a small glory box, like a little jewelry
What did you
box.
say? I take the jewelry. I open the jewelry box.
Okay. There's quite a selection of fine jewelry in there, like earrings, necklaces, and stuff like that.
Is there a
Take all
pearl
the jewelry.
necklace? Because
Yeah, that would be nice. Is there a pearl necklace?
You know what? I'm going to give you a 50-50 shot.
Oh my
Gemma,
Hey.
roll
because
a
that would be a
percentage
lot of
dice.
identifies.
Roll the percentage dice. If you roll under 50%, there is indeed a pearl necklace.
Under
Lensig,
50?
that's 10
Under
babies,
50.
baby.
Okay.
If
Thanks,
not,
Lensig.
there
Does
is
that
not.
mean dinner's ready? Okay.
It does.
Use your portent. Make it a 9.
Congratulations!
I do.
Oh, there is a pearl necklace. Now, most pearl necklaces, they're large at the bottom and they get smaller as they go around. So now roll a d6 to see how many of them are 100 gold pieces or higher value. Because I know that's what you after.
Come on, Jane.
The one,
Did do a 6!
Bountiful
Make
luck.
it a 6.
not on a d6 roll.
Can you use the other portent?
You didn't use your bardic inspiration from earlier.
I have that still.
So,
Can I use
yeah,
that?
True.
there's one, the centerpiece is worth 100 gold. The others are all smaller. Now,
Okay.
nowhere in the rules does it say it has to be a single pearl worth 100.
I take all of the pearls.
So,
All 6
I
pearls.
would say if you kind of like divide them up, you probably got about enough for 500 gold pieces worth. So call it 5
pearls.
pieces.
Okay. I pocket those where I
Yeah,
keep
it says
all my
pearls
2 other
worth.
pearls I still
What's
have.
up, Flanzig? It says pearls worth 100 gold pieces. So, you know,
Okay.
couple worth. Take one
Wonderful.
that's 75, one that's 25. We're there.
I'm so
Just make a
sorry,
note of
lady
that.
of the house, but I need this more than you because you're dead.
You don't need this. You're dead.
You're
Okay.
dead.
I will tap the mirror real quick to see if, like,
Okay. Feels fairly glass-like. You see
it's a
yourself
glass
tap it
mirror.
in response.
Check this door.
It is locked.
okay,
Step back.
I will open the door with the skeleton key.
Then the door will open. Poof.
Oh, I'm so
That
glad
was
we
such a
found
good
that
find,
immediately.
yeah. I'm glad that we just followed the trail. Yeah, that was...
It's almost like you were meant to. Okay.
Well,
The next chamber would appear to be probably an impressive wardrobe at some point, but there are fine rotting clothes scattered all over the floor, just like discarded everywhere. The only other things is a window here and a large mirror right here.
Are any of the clothes suspiciously not moldy or decrepit?
No, they are all very much.
Okay.
You know, whether they all fell off the racks and drifted to the center, or whether somebody ripped them all down in a mad rush, who knows? But loads and loads of clothes just all scattered in the center of the room. As I said, at one point these were all very nice, elegant clothes for a elegant lady of the house.
Would any of them happen to have been inlaid with silver thread? I know that was a trend for a while.
You could certainly have a rummage and see.
It's worth checking if we can find spare silver.
Hey, as little amount of silver as it might be, who knows, right? So, yeah, give me a perception skill check if you're gonna like loot through all the clothing and pull at the thread.
I got a shiny sword, so I can see if there's like a
I
little
got
bit
a
of like
shiny
a...
sword.
No, I'm not finding anything.
So other than that, as I said, it's just all the racks, big glass mirror here, and a window here that also peers out over the back of the house.
Well, if we had to hole up anywhere, this is a pretty good room for it, I think.
I'd rather choose one with a couch.
True.
Other door.
Yeah, back out the other way.
Beep, boop, 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 beep, boop.
Dang it, the piano doesn't work anymore either, and there's a dead guy on it.
Yep.
I'm never gonna be able to play with those guys again.
They all deceased a while ago. Okay, you're all back in the main bedroom.
It's either a balcony or a privy.
Yeah, there's a door here that leads to a privy. Privy! Oh, there's no light in here. But if Trip comes in with his glowing thing, you can see a bathtub and another small door leading to an outhouse, basically.
Good.
It's the shitter.
Quick.
Take a quick shit and get out of here.
Yeah.
We all take
A
turns
haunted poop. You all take haunted
leaving
poops.
behind mild logs.
Mild logs.
Oh,
We hate it.
I guess
That's
we'll leave. I'm
horrible.
gonna go ahead and cover my nose again.
Okay.
I think there's
Through
a
the
door straight
refuse
across.
party. Refuse party, refuse party.
Because these are all windows here, I think, on the side. There's a couple, but
Yeah. Window here, here, and here. They'll kind of look over the...
I
One
will
area.
lock this door.
Okay. Yep, it goes into one of the guest rooms. Remember, you actually got to tour
Yeah.
all of these rooms here
oh, this is terrible.
in their original state. Now they are little but just terrible trashed rooms.
Well,
perfect. Yep.
no beds in here.
I think our better luck was with the old fabric there. A little more comfortable than that.
Right.
Unless you want to take that couch there with the maggots.
No, thank you.
There are some rooms downstairs, of course, still that you haven't investigated.
Guess just peek in here. Yep, it's what we
Right,
expected.
I'm gonna open this door. Oh, there's still beds in here.
Of sorts.
Are there maggots in the beds?
There's not maggots, but they are kind of like damp and decayed. They certainly wouldn't be very comfortable to sleep in.
All of our weapons are still in holding.
Oh,
Yeah,
let's
none
go
of
get
your shit.
those.
You have none of your shit.
Yeah,
we
so I
gotta hit
can't,
that.
I'm using anything. I can't use my sword for that. I'm using something else, I guess. But
Let's find our weapons.
a gold
That
piece.
should
I
be
don't know.
Number one.
Well, he didn't go upstairs with the weapons, right? So it's probably
No.
downstairs.
Let's check like by the front door to see if there's a closet or something.
I'm gonna pop open this chest if I can.
Okay. It is actually empty.
I think it was a
That
guest
was one of the
chest.
guest rooms that was there to accommodate
sense.
you. That's where you would have probably slept tonight if things hadn't have gone
If
awry.
we didn't time travel.
Oh, did we check this door? I don't think we did.
This
So
door?
that's is that another guest room or
Yup.
Oh,
is it looking very guesty in there?
Very gusty.
Oh.
Very disgusty.
Ho, 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 ho.
Oh.
So, okay.
Okay. Did we?
In that
Was there
case,
any
let me
doors
move you
we
back
missed?
to the stairs
Okay.
and go down. Hold on. Oh, what the fuck just happened there?
What?
No,
That was
not
weird.
yet.
I guess
happening?
somebody moved.
Take me with you.
I didn't.
I didn't move.
I
Yeah.
touched
Right.
nothing.
I had it.
I'm not even here.
Look, look.
I'm not even here right now.
No hands. No hands.
Who am I not? Who do I not have? I don't have Trip. Where's Trip?
I'm
The
here.
mover.
No, I'm here.
The mover.
No, I'm
Oh.
still here. I was on Seth.
Oh, okay. There you go. You're all downstairs
Yeah,
then.
sorry,
Okay.
Typical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a door here. There's what
I
this
think
door.
it'd be up on that side.
I know where that goes.
It's probably where he went to. I didn't pay close enough attention.
Well, no, he didn't he run like this way?
Maybe.
No.
Check it all.
Well, let's just check it all.
Sounds good to me.
Hopefully nothing terrible happens.
Don't say that.
Okay. Gemma!
Yeah,
the
no one's
door.
opening any doors without Gemma.
Why do I have the keys?
Because you do.
Because you wanted them.
Until you give them to somebody else, you have them.
Let's go.
Okay. You haven't been in this room before.
New
This looks
room.
like some kind of private study. There's a big comfy chair in the corner, a desk, a couple of decaying books on the surface. What looks like an inkwell and possibly a half-written letter, and then various other just kind of paraphernalia around the study.
Okay. I'm gonna take a look at this chest.
Okay.
Open that up.
All right. You pop open the chest. You find in there what looks like a fairly nice, at one point, set of sturdy traveling clothes, some nice firm high boots, some kind of like brown leather pants, a nice tunic, a nice hat. Unfortunately, again, in today's current situation, they're a tad bit moth-eaten.
Okay. I'll grab none of them.
Okay.
On the desk, there's things to maybe flip through and try reading. So
Yeah, there was, as I said, a half-written letter.
what's that about?
Well, it's... Even though it is very decrepit and you feel like picking it up might not be a smart move, you can clearly read it.
Okay.
If you
go
like
around
read
the
it in
desk,
place. It
Yeah.
says,
Not risk it.
"The time has come to break things off with Dmitri. He has been an enjoyable plaything, but he grows increasingly insistent that we should marry. He believes himself irresistible, that I am in love and therefore stupid, but I play the game far better than he realizes. To think that I would give over not just my fortune, but dominion of my lands, over my very life, to a man, the ide sickens me. The servants tell me that he has been roaming around the manor at night, no doubt looking in the library for clues to where the family vault may be hidden. Such foolishness. My father was no fool, and neither is his daughter. There is no vault because the ancestors stand eternal guard over our fortunes. Only the twin crests of the greatest scion of our family, Valentinian Fedatov, can open the way and disable the wards. Well, the second greatest scion of our family, after me, of course. 2 crests for 2 fountains in the terrible labyrinth. Such a wonderful trick. My father was so imaginative. Dmitri was never going to get what he wanted, but he is still going to be upset when I end our dalliance. I shall tell him tonight and send him on his way quietly. I don't want him to make a scene at my party next week. And besides, perhaps there is, well, a new suitor or two to consider."
Huh. Well, I feel like we just learned something about a puzzle involving a bunch of money that is honestly a little less interesting to me than, like, making things right. But maybe this is just fine. We aren't getting anything from this place, are we?
Seemed like it.
Intriguing. Or Dmitri.
How long ago was that then? If Dmitri is
Still alive.
married and has had a child, and the child was
Well, he had multiple children, right?
multiple children, yeah, and the one that lives is, well, lived, the puddle boy. Oh, I said that out loud.
The boy is goop. The boy is soup. The boy is just a nasty goop.
The Goop Boy. Oh, Goopy, as they call
Goopy
him.
soup.
He was, what, I mean, young, but like 10, 14, something along those lines.
I don't know.
So this had to be
8 and
quite some time
14.
ago.
Probably.
Long enough to meet someone, marry, and have a child. People at the party mentioned that. No, I don't think I know that. Only
Oh,
I didn't get that note.
who got that note?
That was,
Davius.
Octavius, yeah.
Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Octavius knows all the most things, but he won't say it.
Yeah, because I didn't get the note that it's like, well, that he's married though. I didn't get that bit. I just got that he broke off his engagement.
So, Trip, you want to fix this problem?
I don't know that it can be. I think this place is some kind of death trap, but
These windows here or doors?
Those are windows.
What do we see out of these windows?
Basically what you see out those windows is what would have been a fenced-in, like, backyard area. Like a beautiful garden, which is now nothing but crap and refuse.
Okay.
Does this desk have any compartments to look through, or is
it's just more like a table.
Okay. Spared no expense,
okay,
I see.
there's no weapons in here, so let's keep looking.
Yes.
Need
Gemma,
to get you
a
your
door.
weapons back.
All right. There's a door right here. There's a door right here.
Okay. We'll go.
There's a couple of doors down here.
That's gotta be one of these, right?
Yeah, we'll try one of these doors.
Okay, that one. All right, so you open that one. That goes into what was the art gallery. Give me a perception skill roll.
Right, perception.
Gemma.
Oh, just Gemma?
Okay. And anyway, if you went in there, you can roll as well. Okay. So, you notice that most of the paintings are still there. There were a lot of large, grand mirrors that were still there. However, over on this wall here, there are 2 missing plaques. You can see the dust outline where they once hung, but they are no longer present. They were there on a line of what looked like different family crests, but 2 of them are missing. Are you in there as well with them, Octavius, or?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Let's go up
Shuffle your
close.
hiney, my friend.
Let's go up close and look at those missing ones.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, you can see where there was, at some point, 2 plaques, but they are not currently there.
Why would they remove 2 plaques?
Them anymore?
They were like
Trip,
crests. Like, there's a line of family
Family
crests,
crest.
and 2 of them are missing.
Trip, you read that letter out loud, right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to read it again?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. The time has come to break it off with Dmitri. He has been an enjoyable plaything, but he grows increasingly incessant that we should marry. He believes himself irresistible, that I am in love and therefore stupid, but I play the game far better than he realizes. To think that I would give over not just my fortune, but dominion over my lands, over my very life, to a man. The eye sickens me. The servants tell me that he has been roaming the manor at night, looking in the library for clues to where the vault may be hidden. Such foolishness. My father was no fool, and neither is his daughter. There is no vault, because my ancestors stand eternal guard over a treasure. Only the twin crests of the great scions of our family, Belician and Feodotov, can open the way and disable the wards. Well, the second greatest scion of our family, after me of course, 2 crests for 2 fountains in a terrible labyrinth. Such a wonderful trick. My father was so devious. Dmitri was never going to get what he wanted, but he is still going to be upset when I end our dalliance. I shall tell him tonight and send him on his way quietly. I don't want him to make a scene at my party next week. And besides, perhaps there will be a new suitor or 2 to consider.
This means somebody took the crest already and got in.
Stronghold D&D, what's up?
Possible, yeah. So it would be outside, right? In the maze.
Likely in the maze.
It's over here.
2 fountains, 2 crests in the maze.
Just a small kind of, again, like a nice little nook alcove. Seth, give me a perception skill roll, please, when you step here.
Okay. 13?
In this mirror, you notice something strange. As you walk to go past the mirror, something catches your eye. You glance at the mirror, and then you glance back at the wall. In the mirror, the 2 plaques are on the wall.
I'm gonna stop and kind of trip around, because he's right next to me. Look, they're there, but they're not there.
Yeah, when you look in the reflection, you can clearly see that there are 2 plaques in the place of those 2 that are missing on the wall. But when you turn back to look at the wall, there is nothing but an empty space and a line of dust that would indicate where once the plaque stood.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna tap the mirror and see if I can. If it's a mirror.
When you tap the mirror, your hand goes through. Like, it's almost like you're touching weird translucent water. Like, you feel a weird resistance as your hand, like, flips through to the other side. Like, there is a realm or some kind of dimension beyond the glass.
I'm not crazy then for checking the other mirror.
Nope, you were very smart for doing that.
Oh, we didn't check the mirror upstairs with the clothes on the floor.
There's another mirror there?
Yeah, there was
Realized.
in the back, yeah.
Oh, we'll go back later.
We should probably find our weapons before doing anything too interesting.
Really need to get our weapons back.
What if the weapons are in there?
Well, we'll do
Just
that
check-
once we've exhausted our options here.
Yes, let's just check
what's
the
in
rest
that
of
door?
the house. Real quick. Yeah, there's a door there. Let's check this door.
Okay, yep. You can go through that door. So this looks, maybe the room upstairs that was caved in, this would be the room underneath it. It looks like at one point there may have been a stairwell here, but it has since all just kind of collapsed from up above.
Okay.
There is an exit door here as well.
Okay. I think that's probably to that backyard or that yard.
Yeah, that would lead you to that refuse area, which was a
Say
backyard.
Nothing in there.
Well, hopefully.
Gore, as they do that, I'm gonna walk up to the mirror and stick my face into it.
Okay. You kind of like go like this.
Yeah, just like so I can see.
Okay,
if I can-
everybody, suddenly you see Seth go, "Wah!" and he vanishes into the glass.
Come on!
Seth, something happens to you,
Sure.
which you will not find out about until next gosh damn
Oh,
week.
boy.
So that's where we'll wrap things up tonight.
You did that on purpose.
I mean, Seth honestly would, because maybe the weapons are in there, so you know.
Alrighty. Cliffhanger time. Love it. Thank you for that, Seth. That really set it off nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but here. Just get that measure. Ah, dagnabbit. Well, time for a beer. Glug, 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 glug. Oh, hello there. It's me, Christy, your D&D dad. I'm here to do all the things that a good D&D dad should do. Like mow the lawn, fix some shit, drink a beer, and of course, roll lots of 20s. And if you like all this, can you pan?
Oh, sorry, Dad. Sorry. Yeah, you look good. Yeah.
You should check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Christastics. And if you like D&D content, check out my podcast, New Crits on the Block. Anyway, I love you, my children.
seeing this, that means that I'm back to playing Mondays on How Reroll. My handle is Satchmo on all platforms, and if you follow me, then maybe I can...
We've been trying to reach you concerning your car's extended warranty.
Nothing! Hi, is this my local zoologist? Yes, I'll hold. Hi, local zoologist. Yes, my name is Jane Ivana, and I'm looking for a snake that has a stinger. Yes. I'll hold. You don't have any? Alright, well, if you could look into it, you can contact me on Twitter at Jane on Twitch, that's with a 0. Anytime. Yeah, or you could catch me on my Twitch streams. I stream like once a week on twitch.tv/JaneIvana. Alright, I'll hold. Okay, thank you. Goodbye, local zoologist.
Hey everyone, it's the Snuggler. This year, Jane asked us to go quick on our outros, so I promise I'll go as fast as possible. You're just gonna put all my information on text on the screen, aren't you? Son of a...
Hey, twitch.tv/Shagget here, and I'm trapped in Barovia. I'm hiding in a dingy basement with some art, the art dingy basement, nothing like what you usually see on my webcam when I do streams on How Reroll. And I'm not hiding from Strahd, believe it or not. He's a pushy Dracula knockoff. He doesn't scare me, I'm not afraid of him. I'm actually hiding from Gorebad, my dungeon master. He's out to kill me. I think finally surviving in 10 campaigns in Arconis throughout his stories, he's snapped because of it. And because of that, he's out to really kill me this time. Contact me at @neb_convos on Twitter, please. Your support will help keep me alive, keep me on the run, keep my hope alive. I really need to see what happens to Radovan, Emlyn, and Alekma, and all my other characters that I've played. I really need to see what happens to them. I'm very curious. Oh shit, I messed up. I really messed up. I think he heard me. He's coming. See ya!
Hi there, I'm Gorebad, and thank you for watching How We Roll. If you'd like to keep up with us when we're not live on Twitch, you can check out our other forms of social media. Follow us on Twitter @HowWeRoll. You can also follow our Facebook page. You can find the website at www.howweroll.com, and you can also find us on YouTube at, you've guessed it, How We Roll, for an absolute ton of additional content. Also, you can follow the dmblog.com for some DM tips, world building guides, and all things D&D related. Cheers, guys. That was a long walk. Okay, they said Shagget was somewhere here, and the door to where he's hiding was a blue door. So we gotta find a blue door, blue door, blue door, blue door. You're mine now, Shagget.